one of those.
What do you mean, one of those? What does that even mean?
Well, I'm not allowed to say things, so I'm just not going to clarify.
Okay. Well, you know what? That's just okay. I'm fine with that.
I knew you would be.
So anyway, last week we ran on a Thursday.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, the party arrived at Beerot's Landing, only to find themselves being met by a small force of men, led by a man who called himself Foylin, the Lord Mayor of Beerot's Landing. You learned a bit about its history and its banners. The red hand on black, representing the hand that was cut from Beerot's body and thrown to the black shores of Beerot's Landing when the city was founded. You decided that
Like, he didn't make his coffee already.
that surrendering to this Lord Mayor was not in your best interest, which is probably true, and instead decided to fight. And the combat seemed to go pretty well right from like the first initiative. When I believe it was Drake Russ killed half a dozen men in like a single whoosh.
Was hand.
Yeah, five of them dropped dead instantly. The other one's like, nope, fuck it, and ran. Well, they have lawful authority, Drake Russ. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry, but it's true.
You're a horrible person.
What's that, Drake Russ? You're typing something in the chat?
Implying here that things could possibly have lawful authority. What is the law?
Consent to the king or die. Pretty solid law.
Wow, Jerkus, could you keep that stuff out of the game chat? Could you just, I know you're trying to play your character and all, but anyway, wow, I've never seen you say something like that before, Drake. That was definitely you. However, you proved to be somewhat outmatched by Phelan. He revealed himself to be rather adept at hiding and stabbing people in the back, which you did repeatedly. You fought long and hard. However, the battle ended with everyone except for Balthazar being kidnapped, being defeated, or somehow mind controlled and put into a bag of holding and kidnapped away, spirited away. And that was where we left off. In between then and what happens next, essentially,
in a barrel.
You're not in a barrel. That was not really going to happen. You were just put in a bag of holding. It's far more convenient.
I teleport out of the bag of holding into another plane.
Well, when you wake up, you will find yourself bound. Which Phelan did while you were unconscious, while the wizard had him trapped in a house for like 10 minutes before you woke up. Most likely Piper did it while she was in the bag. He could have just telepathically communicated to her and had her tie you up, but you wouldn't really know who did it out of in character.
This nod's pretty shitty. It must have been Piper.
Yeah, it's probably Piper. Yeah, you know her. She's a traitor. Typical Piper behavior. Remember when you got beat up by that guy in the bar and you just sat there and watched and like laughed? Remember that?
Yeah, you remember how everyone did that though?
And then I solo carried the mission and took all of the loot, gave you none of it.
So he did solo carry that mission. Completely correct. It was really him. He was entirely responsible.
Yeah,
for
he carried it by
success.
throwing it forward.
Good times. But yeah. Speaking of great disasters, anyway, the wizard and I had a conversation that night actually, over buffalo wings and cheeseburgers at a diner on Route 1. What he was going to do, since he was free, since he basically he was essentially a free man. and how he was going to handle it. And whether you would know about what he did or not is up to you to ask him when he finds you. But needless to say, he does eventually find you. You guys are kept essentially bound and left in an airless bag for a period of time. It's impossible to tell exactly how long passes, as there is passage of time isn't really evident inside of a bag of holding. Even your timepieces would not work. You're in a different plane of existence. Once you emerge, you are at one point taken out, while bound, gagged, and all that. You appear to be in some sort of a rather actually posh-looking accommodations. You suspect this probably wouldn't be an inn, but probably a house, a mansion belonging to somebody, maybe Fuelin. You don't really get a good look around you, but those of you who are more perceptive may notice that outside one of the windows, you could see a great mountain off in the distance, towering
Can I
above
tell
all
what
else.
direction the mountain is based on the sun's position?
Roll me I guess
Survival.
survival. It's a very quick. You're not gonna see. You're only gonna see it for a moment. Yeah. So roll me a survival check, which you can roll. You don't need training, just wisdom, which you're a cleric, so it's probably not that bad for you.
I assume we were like in a room looking to look at it, but I'll roll anyway.
No, you're being taken out and almost immediately knocked unconscious. You're being tranquilized by a heavy dose of sedatives. Yeah, that is definitely, given your location, from your location, it is definitely, okay, sorry. It is north, but it would be north from your location, almost directly.
Do you
Slightly.
have any idea what the mountain could be?
Slightly to the east. Roll me a knowledge, local or history or geography. You would estimate that, given its massive size, you probably couldn't be much more than 20 miles away, though it is obviously quite large. You're not quite sure, but actually it's 9. Even that will tell you that's Wraith Peak. You're almost certain that has to be Wraith Peak.
So it's to the north?
Yeah, to the north of your current location. Yeah. Anyway, you are knocked unconscious. And when you awaken again, you find yourselves...
By the way, that town we were in where we fought, that was Barracks Landing, right?
Barrett's Landing, yes. You find yourselves, all of you, except for Baltazar and Meat, would not be there, obviously, nor would your imp, Storm.
Or body.
Or Akadi. Would all find yourselves, you would awaken to find yourselves lying in the dust. The area around you is dark. You can't see much of anything in such heavy darkness. There's a tent that's very clearly what surrounds you, with red and white flaps, made of red and white cloth with flaps that are closed at the moment. You were tied to the center stake altogether. You're tied. Your hands and your wrists and ankles are tied individually, but you're all tied to this stake in the center. What do you do?
Can I escape the stake?
Roll me an escape artist check or a strength check. Your choice. Okay. Xander, you're not able to break out. You struggle very hard against the ropes. However, they're thick, massive ropes, and you're unable to break them. Same with you, Talarmus. Piper, however, kind of like slowly like wriggles herself back up straight against the pole, and then like slides down out as best you can. No, Arcadia's not with you. Slides down and out. She's now still tied at the wrist and ankles, but is free of the stake, making it far easier for any of you to wriggle out if you wanted to. You hear the sound of something rustling outside the tent flaps. Someone is out there.
Can I try to get the ropes off me again, or
Yeah, sure.
is it still escape artist?
Absolutely. Or strength, your choice. Your choice! Nice. You start, Piper begins working very quickly. Like twisting her wrists together. Knowing that the first thing you would have to do is get your wrists free. If you could do that, getting free your legs free will be no problem. You can see, you can hear like a pop as she dislocates her wrist and then slides her left hand out from the bonds and then throws the ropes off of her hands, popping the wrist back in. And then begins to work on the rope around her legs.
Can I slide out from under the rope?
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy at this point. This. I need to move these characters here.
I'm gonna go off a limb and say we have no armor or anything right now, do we?
No, you actually have realized that you've been taken down to your clothes, and you have no armor, and none of your items are on you or in sight. That includes weapons, armor, magic items, spell books, anything.
Does it include my thumb?
Your thumb? Well.
The fuck did you do to your thumb?
No, your thumb would still be there, I guess.
Well,
Yeah. Piper, you quickly work on getting your legs free. And just as you finish and hop up to your feet, the tent flap opens.
Good evening, officer.
And in steps Baltazar with meat by his side.
oh,
I will call my armor to me.
Sure.
Unless it was destroyed, but another plane.
If it would have to be on another plane for it to not be called. You try calling it to you. You try calling it to you, and it doesn't appear.
Hi.
I will have Meat and Arkady and Bartok go and undo all the ropes.
All right, easy. You'll begin working on the ropes. Feel free to. That'll take probably a couple minutes to get everyone untied. Also, what's his name would be here immediately upon entering. Bartok will fly over to Drakrus and sit on his shoulder. Well, Drakrus, Bartok got away and Meat was never bagged. He was killed, but he was never bagged.
yes, I know. I'm asking what on earth gives him the right to command them around.
Well, they would listen to him because you're
Do you
not
not
around.
want them to release you now? Do you want to give them different orders?
Well, no, but I might not want them to release Sander, for instance.
So mad.
I will go release Sander if you don't.
Hold on just 1 second. Bear back.
He's so trolled by this, he's had to go away and calm down.
Never mind. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I thought someone was calling me. Just as you're finishing removing the ropes from the last person, probably Pilarmis, you hear a booming voice coming from what seems to be everywhere, up, down, and all around you. Somehow must be magically amplified. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen! My honored guests, Piper, Baltazar. Talarmis, and the others. Welcome to the greatest show on Earth! I am the grand, and the amazing, the stupendous Bartholomew! And this is my carnival! With a sudden boom, the ground beneath you trembles, and grass begins to grow out of the ground. The trembling continues, shaking you, making it very difficult for you to stay on your legs, on your feet rather, if you're standing up. The area around you begins to dim and darken, your lights fading and winking away. And then, suddenly, with a loud sound that can be only described as the sound of like air being sucked out of sucked out of something to create a vacuum, and then a pop. You are transported. You're still where you seem to be standing, but things are a bit different now. Thin, wispy stalks of grass grow out of the ground, waving back and forth chaotically, randomly, as if to wind that doesn't actually exist. And you can hear what seems to be some sort of music outside.
I will try to call my armor again.
Your armor appears on you.
Okay.
It's interesting.
So either my armor was in the bag and we're in the bag again, or we're in the real world again.
You're not in the bag, otherwise, if you were, I probably could not have found you.
Well, then where were we?
Let's go look outside and
going
find
into
out.
this-
Now
You-
let's stand up, don't be shy! There are so many amusements! And it's been so long since anyone's come by to see them all! Please, step out of your tents! Look around! Admission is on me!
You're not going to be following us yelling like that all the time, are you?
I will ask. I will ask the person in my bag of holding to locate object Talarmis's hammer.
Sure.
If we can find where
How far is the range on that? Like hundreds of feet?
long.
Okay. Okay, well, I believe it gives you a direction. It's pointing out of the tent.
Okay.
Guess we'll leave the tent.
I did want to borrow some of Drake Ross's undead, but I figured it would be too much trouble.
So you just found a different person.
I found my apprentice, who I haven't spoken to in some time.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay. You will all presumably leave the tent at this point. What do you do? I'm just going to put you on the next loading screen for a break for now. You step out of the tent and are immediately dazzled by a display of lights and the stark contrast to the surrounding environment. Similarly bizarre and twisted plant life and animal life is all around you. Mountains in the distance curl into strange spires and twists. Some of them appear to be upside down. The trees are spindly and wiry, and some of them grow into each other or twist and turn. You are clearly on what appears to be a large carnival grounds, in perhaps the center of the action. You can see that there are 6 large, what you can almost describe as archways, that lead you into other parts of the carnival. However, only four of the signs appear to be lit at the moment.
Do they say anything?
Well, I'm going to start with the one that's currently locate object is pointing at. One advertises, hedge maze of wonder and delight. Another says games. Another lit one says, the amazing Archibald's magical extravaganza. And the last lit sign says concessions. Beyond each of them, you can see a number of tents, buildings, and other shacks. In the concessions area, you can see a couple of different lit up small stands and areas where you could sit down to eat. There's what appears a small, unassuming building beyond the amazing Archibald's magical extravaganza. The hedge maze of wonder and delight, you can see what appears to be green hedge walls off in the distance. And the games, you can see a whole number of stands. Some of them that seem to be selling food, but most of them seem to have different carnival games, as well as a couple of fenced-off areas. One of which seems to have a large advertised something that says "Wrestle Bacon." You're not really sure what that is.
Can I attempt to disbelieve?
No.
You may attempt. It may not be successful. I'm guessing. I would say that we should go towards the rest of your gear.
Yeah. Well, you assume that's where the rest of our gear is. Might just be the hammer, and you have to go hunting.
Suddenly, and
Still
very,
something.
very loudly and suddenly, you hear it seems to be a honk. And wandering in on a unicycle made of bones is a short, almost, you would say perhaps a dwarf-like, not fantasy dwarf, but more like little person-like, man in what appears to be a clown costume with garish makeup, holding a horn in one hand and juggling 3 apples in the other. But as he rides up and gets closer, you can tell that the apples aren't apples at all, but instead beating human hearts.
I'll take 3.
I think we all need 3 right now.
Hi there! Welcome to the amazing carnival of shadows! I am here to provide you with entertainment and guidance! How can I help you? Maybe you should try out the games first! He'll reach forward and kind of like honk Piper's nose, and honk the horn at the same time, while juggling the hearts.
Please, no.
Or maybe you're hungry! Haven't you been lying down for quite a while now? You look absolutely famished! Try our concession stands over here! Pointing at the sign that says concessions.
I think I will go to the concession stand first.
I think we should go. No, I think we should go get your gear first.
I have no armor. That's all I need. That's all I
Well,
can
which
carry.
way did it say that the hammer was?
Okay, John, try and cast a spell.
Try and cast
Any
a
spell. Yeah, go ahead.
I already used call.
I
That's
have
likely
more
a spell.
spells than him. I'll cast one.
No. John cast a spell.
Okay, I will cast light on
You will
Tuam's
cast-
face.
Nothing because you don't have your holy symbol. Now let's go get your gear.
Wait, did I cast
Darn.
spells?
You
don't have your
need
holy symbol.
symbols to do it.
Well, that's only for turning.
The vast majority of your spells, you do.
That means Drakus and I are the only ones that can cast spells right now.
And that basically means I'm the only one. I'm fairly sure your
It
spells
means
are...
you.
Yeah.
You also only have the spells you had before, because you haven't prepared. So whatever you used during the last fight, you also have it still is used.
Yeah, I deleted all that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I have anymore.
So you'd have to prepare anyway, John.
We'll just assume I have everything.
But you're going to need your holy symbol regardless. But then again, you don't really know where any of those things are.
Well, we know the general direction, so I say we head that way.
To the hedge maze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Sure, give me a minute.
Oh, hedge maze. I thought you said like henchmaid or something.
No, hedge maze.
I was very confused there for a while.
Okay, I'm just gonna teleport you guys in. The clown will follow you as you start heading over towards the hedge maze. Are you sure you want to go there first? I've heard there's terrible things in the hedge maze. Big things that eat you, and wondrous treasures. But also big things that eat you.
It's alright,
Well-
we have you with us.
Oh no, I'm not going in there.
Good.
Have we asked the clown where things are?
I mean, I
You
guess.
could.
Yeah. Ask him then.
Can you point us to where our things are?
Your things? Well, your things? I was told by the master that you were supposed to go pick them up after you enjoyed the carnival. Huh?
So that basically means the exit is through there, most likely.
He starts pointing. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you that there are 2 unlit signs. I did tell you that, but I didn't tell you what they said. One says 3 Ring Circus. Bartholomew's 3 Ring Circus, and the last one says Flight of the Harpy. And there appears to be a large wooden roller coaster track beyond. He'll start pointing. Well, I know that your things are spread across all of them. Actually, I think each one has someone's somethings. And terrible danger.
Oh joy.
Maybe we should just start with the least threatening one.
Yeah.
Also known as concessions.
Do any of you 3 casters have eschew materials?
No.
Have what? I didn't hear you.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a fake.
So no.
The answer's no. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna need a spell component pouch.
all right. Let's. I can give you a spell component pouch. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
Actually, wait. We might actually want to sit down and prepare. I might actually have a holy symbol to Morcantus on me.
The fucking wizard.
I believe in Morcantus.
It's like he packed everyone's lunch for our field trip to the carnival.
So wait,
Oh,
which one are you planning to go to first? Out of curiosity?
Let's go do concessions, but there is the question as to whether you want people to sit down and prepare their shit first.
Well,
Okay.
if you have I mean, I can prepare whatever. Fairly sure I don't need anything special to do that. So, and if you have a holy symbol, I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, Sandra's spells would be fairly useful.
The salt.
Well, no, the sand mostly.
Pocket sand.
Ah!
Actually, is it well sand one of the spells I can cast without a holy symbol?
They all require your
I thought it's only divine spells that require holy symbols.
No,
They-
it's your focus.
Take a holy symbol.
What is my
I
holy
have one.
symbol?
I don't even.
No, it's not.
No, it is
I don't even
dirty
know
wizard
if
all
it's-
over it.
I don't even know if it's wooden or silver. I'm assuming silver because it's me, but I don't have it written down.
Does it have any bonuses?
No, it's a holy symbol.
Yeah, you get to cast spells now. Quit complaining.
Okay.
You've unlocked the ability spellcasting.
That's your bonus.
Okay, I'll prepare spells and I'll bring it back real quick.
Yeah, I'll prepare as well, I suppose. Get
Alright.
back all my 5th level spells.
All right, I'll be back in just a minute then.
God, it sure takes a long time to remove all these slashes from my list of spells.
That's why my spells are in a third party thing. They're in an Excel sheet.
No, that's
Well,
that was sarcasm. Mine are in a notepad document.
Okay, yeah. The actual Roll20 is cancer.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I tried to put like my 1st level spells in there, and it took me 2 hours, and I now have far more spells than that. So no, fuck that.
Yeah, I thought about it, but
You're a
What?
wizard. You get literally unlimited spells.
I have 46 currently scribed 46 first level spells. And then I have 4 more scrolls I need to scribe plus 2 other spell books.
That's actually not that many, if I'm honest. I need to stop like just going to Google Docs to make an Excel document.
Yeah, the issue with it is it takes a day to scribe a spell.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been limited on, is days.
Yeah, I have 62 spells in total.
Yeah, you might want to prepare your spells too.
Yeah. Granted, I can only cast 33 of them in a day, so...
It just seems like a good thing to do at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, the cloud thing's gonna be useful, hopefully.
Yeah, at one point I meant to have masterwork weapons of everything the party used.
It's probably a good idea, actually. Especially since you're the person in the party, except Piper, who's most likely to escape an ambush.
Yeah, and I could also, like, carry them easily. Even if I was captured, I have methods of smuggling around stuff.
Are you saying that you're gonna stuff them up your butthole?
Yes.
He already
I'm
has
saying
a
I've
girl in
s-
his bag, so.
I have a spell called Horde Gullet.
Yeah, see, that just
Oh,
sounds like
yes.
something out of Fatal.
There you go. It probably
just-
is.
I could just swallow tiny objects and keep them in a bag of holding in my stomach.
Yeah, that sounds totally natural. Fucking wizards. I said raising the dead.
Okay, are you guys ready?
I'm back.
You said raising the dead. Yup.
Are you guys ready?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, Storm just got back.
Yeah, I switched back to my phone tether because it's faster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Concessions.
I'm assuming basically Drake-Russ and Xander will prepare spells.
Well, presumably Piper and what's his face to learn as well.
Right, if they have the ability, yeah, sure. Okay, you wander off towards the concessions. Your footsteps take you across the unnatural, chaotic grass. Through the darkened pathways, lit only by strange glowing bulbs that hang from strings over the occasional part of the path or off of buildings to your side. Most of the amusements here seem to be shuttered. Sort of things you would expect at a carnival. Children's games, ring tosses, animal shows, all closed. And you make your way towards concessions. The concessions area is built like a large, almost like open air cafeteria style place with several concessions buildings, like little stands towards the back, and a whole bunch of picnic tables scattered around with lights hung on strings for top of the table area. You spot, looking across the cafeteria, the different stands. One seems to offer, it says, fried fun, simply, and has a rather obese man with a large red stain on his otherwise white apron, standing behind the counter. Another says beverages, and seems to be manned by a small imp, its wings flapping around. It's wearing a little hat and looking at you intently across the area. Another says ice cream, and is manned by a man that you would say almost must be the twin of the obese man manning the fried fun concession stand. However, he's unnaturally thin, but too also has a large red stain on his apron.
I will go to the fried fun guy and ask him for a fresh heart. That's very, very fresh heart.
Praise Morcantus.
A fresh heart. Okay, you walk towards the man, and you can see actually as you're approaching there's a menu set up on the wall behind him. It says funnel cake, corn dogs, popcorn, deep fried cookies, and chips.
Why do I get the feeling that for some reason the person who kidnapped us did not just come here to give us corn dogs, ice cream, soda, and chips?
Maybe they have strawberry wine.
As you approach Ender, the man kind of like leans on the counter and smiles. A big, wide, toothy smile. You can see what appear to be you're not really sure, but there appear to be not teeth, made of some sort of metal instead, inside of his mouth, formed into the shape of teeth, but only just barely. Very obviously they are not. His gums bleed when he speaks. Oh!
Is he living or dead?
He's just living. What can I get you, pal?
Yes, I will have one heart still beating, please.
He kind of like squints. And as he squints, one of his eyes kind of like pops out and rolls across the counter, making a squishing sound as it does, trailing a trail of blood. Blood gushes down his face where his eye previously was, before he goes, "Ah!" Picks it up and pops it back in. Sorry about that. Don't you see the sign? He points up. This is fried fun. And as he says the word fried, blood spits out of his mouth all over you. There's a menu behind me. Why don't you take something from that?
Is that red stain on his apron, like near his heart?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
This will only end well.
Fine, I will have a popcorn.
He smiles again, and grabs a giant. It goes to reach for like a container, but as he does, he realizes that all of the bags are gone. He kind of like looks at the ground and kind of like he bends down and gets on his knees. After a moment, he stands back up, holding a dirty popcorn bag, which he kind of like shakes off and opens up, and walks over to a popcorn machine. Those popcorn, they look vaguely like popcorn, but there's something not quite right about them. He takes a massive scoop of them, and they make like a kind of like a jingling sound as he shoves them into the bag. They seem much harder than typical popcorn, and puts a few scoops in there, and then looks at it, judges it again, puts another scoop in, before rolling up the bag. Since you're new to the plane of shadow, I'll give you this one for free. He smiles again, and more blood drips down his chin. He puts it on the counter in front of you. Enjoy. Won't you?
Sure.
I'll go have a chat with the
Sure.
imp.
Okay.
I'll go with.
Okay. I'm gonna do them next, right now, before I finish what's going on with you, John. Okay. So Piper and not Xander. Piper and Draconis wander over to the soda stand.
I'm sure Bartok will be happy to see another demon.
Actually,
Really?
when you get close to each other, they both kind of like look at each other, almost immediately, like lock eyes, and before the one straightens back up, they both straighten back up, and the one behind the counter looks at you. It looks to Draconis, and then the Piper, and then kind of like bares its teeth at Bartok again, and then looks back to Draconis, and then the Piper, and then back to Draconis. What do you want?
What do you have?
He points back at a menu. It says, soda, flavors. Lemon lime. It says lemon lime, grape, pink. Soda, pink. And that's all.
See. I'll have the lemon lime, please.
Oh yes, pink. Best flavor.
As he like stops for a minute, and then kind of like scribbles something and puts it back up there. On the sign, there's now an attachment that says vanilla and clear.
Clear.
Yes, the infamous purple flavor.
I like the blue one. Do they have blue?
I love blue.
No, they don't have blue. All right, lemon lime. He'll kind of look at you like, and then point again at like the size chart. It says kids, 2 kids, half a dozen kids.
Half a dozen sounds about
Yeah,
right.
Draconis is definitely a half a dozen kids kind of guy.
And if possible, do you have the kids?
See this.
The kids.
He'll get like a very like an extra large size cup, and put it next to a machine, like a bunch of like taps, and he'll open up one of the taps, and some sort of foul-smelling carbonated beverage. It looks kind of like greenish, grello colored. I'll just say grello. That's the color.
He's
Grello
taking
colored.
this opportunity to insult Mellow Yellow.
It's kind of like slops into it and bubbles.
Delicious.
He puts a lid on it and offers you a straw and hands it to you.
Why, thank you.
And he looks at you, Piper, intently.
I can assume that pink is strawberry, so pink.
That's a big
May
assumption
assume
to
too
make.
much.
Take one for the team.
She like says that out loud,
I
like I
will.
see that strawberry, so I'll go with pink. And like he'll like look back at the menu and look at the both instances of pink, and then think about it for a moment, and then go, and just open 2 tabs and
Yeah.
He'll take like a medium-sized cup and open 2 taps at once, and they'll pour in. Again, another foul-smelling fluid pouring into it. This one being more pinkish in nature. He looks back at you. Whipped cream?
No thanks.
And then he'll turn off the taps and offer you the drink with a lid and straw.
Thank you.
So,
Xander, what are you gonna do with the popcorn he gave you?
I will smell it first. Does it smell
Um,
rancid?
It doesn't necessarily smell rancid. It just smells like a little bit odd to you. Like you get the feeling you don't see any meat in it, but you get the feeling there's like from your very sensitive sense of smell, there's got to be some sort of meat in it. But you don't see any.
I mean, I'm already dead. What disease can I contract from eating this popcorn?
That's literally what I was thinking. It's like, what's it gonna do? Kill us?
Yeah. I'll taste some popcorn.
Okay.
I'm sure it's worse.
Roll a fortitude save.
Constitutions. Fortitude.
This is like that one time when we were chasing Purple Spice, and it was Habit, wasn't it? He went,
Yes.
I'll try some.
Okay, that fortitude check was to avoid spitting it out once you bite into it. So you throw some in it, and it is very like salty and tasty, like on your tongue. But then you bite into it. Now you have very strong teeth. You know, you do make sure you play with your chew toy every day. You know, eat one of those special bones every once in a while. Take your calcium supplements, all that. However, you bite into this, and they immediately it crunches into like several like splinters. One of them embedding itself in your gums. You look down at them, and you pick one up and take a very close look at it. And you kind of like start flaking off the fried bit off of it.
Fried rats.
And you can see that beneath it, it's not actually popcorn. It's fried human teeth. That someone deep fried for probably hours. They don't taste that good either once you bite into them.
Oh.
But you're able to like keep like you like look at the guy, unless you want to spit them out. You'll like look at the guy and like chew through it nice and slow.
I'll see if I can trade it for. I'll say that this seems like it's a little overcooked. Can I trade this for what was on the menu again?
You also saw
Corn dogs.
funnel cake,
cookies.
corn dogs, deep fried cookies, and chips.
Yeah, I'm not touching the corn dogs. I'll try the cookies.
He'll kind of like lean over. Are you saying that I didn't cook it right?
That's what I was saying. Yes.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
So before John starts a fight, can I try the soda?
He kind of frowns a bit, but nods. Oh,
I'm
must
sure your cookies are better.
have been a bad batch. And he'll take like a bag and he'll fill it with a bunch of like roughly cookie shaped, like fried looking discs. Again, they are deep fried cookies, and puts like a half dozen in a bag and looks at you. That'll be 3 copper.
The wizard will pay.
Okay. Sure.
It's
He'll
not
hand you the
wizard.
he'll hand you the bag.
I will closely examine these.
I mean, how are you gonna close it? Like you're gonna like break one open?
Fine.
Yes, break 1 in half.
Inside there appears to be. It looks like someone took a couple of like thin like wafer cookies and put some sort of like cream filling in between them, in between 2 chocolate wafers, and then deep fried them. It actually smells pretty good.
So what kind of cream is this? It looks pretty tasty.
It's the special stuff. And he smiles wide again.
Is it the same?
That
Is it the
makes-
same stuff that the imp gives the drinks?
That makes everything better.
Sure. I'll give it a bite.
Okay. You bite into it. And roll me a fortitude save. Okay. You almost have to. You almost have to like. You almost gag, because when you chew into it, you find out
That's
that
not
disgusting.
cream.
That disgustingly enough, someone actually deep fried an Oreo, and you're now eating it. They killed this food, but otherwise it tastes fine. No, it's otherwise
It's horrifying.
otherwise it's horrifying, but otherwise like people actually eat this. The realization that people actually pay money for and eat this
That's
horrifies
what the
you.
same is for.
Is this carnival
Have you
concession
actually
stuff
had
making fun of
Oreos out
me?
of curiosity face?
Yes.
Oh, were we gonna do this? Is this like a southern thing?
No, they still
Actually,
have
it's a
to.
Scottish thing, but yeah.
Yeah, they
I
still
mean,
have
I ate them in Ohio.
But anyway, yeah, no, actually, those are all right. So,
These, then I suppose.
okay, you take like another bite, and then another one, and the rest of you are like kind of like watching, like looking at your drinks as he's eating them.
I'll be sipping my soda.
Okay, you take a sip of your soda. Roll me a fortitude save.
Sure.
I want to like stir it with my straw to see if there's anything funky in it.
Oh, this can be great.
Sure, Piper. You sure? Okay, Dracarys, you sip yours, and you've never tasted anything quite like this. It's extremely. I'm literally just gonna make up the taste because I don't know what it would really taste like, but I would say it's kind of like.
Purple.
No, it's extremely salty, and it burns your tongue when you
You saying I basically just drank
you
cat.
sip it down. It's very highly carbonated, but it's also almost familiar. In fact, you think you've tasted this at one point, maybe when you vomited.
It's stomach acid.
And bile, yes, almost very clearly. But you're actually alright with that. I mean, you're Dracarys.
Yeah.
You have a hard time. You gag a bit, and then you wait a minute. This is natural stomach acid. Just like Graciana always makes.
Yeah.
Piper, as you're stirring your pink drink, your straw hits something like solid towards the bottom.
Oh, there's a prize inside. What is it?
You kind of like stick it with your straw and pull it up, and the disfigured, melted, almost like half melted form, but appears to be a human fetus, rises to the top with your straw, floating in the
stop.
amniotic
Making
fluid,
me hard.
the carbonated amniotic fluid that you were about to drink.
I will pretend I'm going to drink it and then hastily dump it into a bush.
Coward.
What other tastes were available on this menu?
You dump it into a bush. Hold on, there's more. Yeah. Xander, everyone, Beldazar and Talarmus are kind of like watching as all of you are doing this. Like, you people are insane. And Xander is
Yeah.
like eating Oreos and fried Oreos, and it's like, these are actually pretty good. And suddenly you see like he like kind of like his knees kind of like wobble a bit, and he like steps back. Xander, you feel extremely dizzy, out of absolutely nowhere, and you fall back onto one of the benches behind you. The obese man behind the counter begins chuckling and laughing. Call my popcorn bad, will you?
Rip. In
Well, then you don't want it in your stomach, do you? Puke! Puke! And you're overcome with the irresistible urge to vomit. Xander just begins puking his guts out all over the carnival grounds.
I almost
Didn't
wish I
even
do have a
last a
drink to
single ride.
sample with this.
Oh, you insulted the man's food. You shouldn't have done that.
I'm gonna offer Piper some of mine.
Actually, Piper is as she's like dumping out the. This is happening just as she's dumped out the drink. You turn around, Piper, and the imp is directly behind you, like 3 inches from your face, just kind of like staring at you.
Yeah.
And he holds out a medium cup filled with the same drink, but this one has whipped cream on top. And he looks at you and slowly nods and hands it to you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
While the imp is not behind his counter, can I take a look behind the counter?
Sure. What are you looking for? There's a bunch of like taps, like tap barrels.
I was largely looking to see if anything of ours was behind the counter, but I guess not.
No. No, a lot of things you would kind of expect. You can't really identify any of the stuff in the barrels until you actually start to look it out. The man at the ice cream stand, like wave over at you, Calamus. Ice cream?
He's lactose intolerant.
Oh, don't worry.
But how do you
Don't
get
worry.
those big strong bones?
He looks down at like the ice cream like barrels in front of him and kind of like looks back up. Oh, don't worry. Ours is completely lactose free.
I'm sure.
Can I like
You see,
intercede?
if I said lactose free and you'd gone, oh sorry, my bad, then sure I would have had some because I know it tastes not genuine. Nope.
Come on, why don't you come have some? This comes on me. I'll give you a triple scoop.
Can I
Anything-
intercede and just say I'd like some?
Sorry, so that Drake rest you?
Okay, yeah, can I just intercede in the middle and say I'd like some to save Talarmus from what he obviously doesn't want? I'm quite enjoying this.
Oh,
No.
you have a big soda. You should finish that before you have anything to drink. Oh, why don't you come over? You and your friend, maybe. The old one. It sneers at that.
I will look over at him. I'll pass. Thank you.
We just saw what happens when you insult it. Now you're gonna refuse it.
I mean,
Hey,
You should
There's-
have something, says the obese one. Come on, corn dogs on me, or maybe a bag of hot chips.
you don't stay as rail thin as I am by eating chips and ice cream.
Oh, our funnel cake is fat-free.
He has a diet.
How does that work? It's a funnel cake.
It's funnel cake.
I have to fry it.
You're
Yeah.
standing in a stand that says quite proudly how you will fry things.
Well, you'll probably fry you if you're not careful.
Well, I could just give you a frozen one if you want instead. You should have something. You look, like you said, real thin. Wouldn't want you going hungry the rest of the carnival.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
They all like frown at that. And like begin like shaking their heads. Thomas, I can hardly hear you. What did you say?
Where I come from, we used to not eating. Even a time without food.
Well, that's not here. Here, have some ice cream. I insist.
Also, when we did eat stuff, it was strict regimen.
Well, we were supposed to give you something, but we're only going to do it if every one of you has something to eat. Or drink.
At this point, I will go over to Baltazar and prepare to feed him like a child.
That's gonna be a mistake.
You
Should
gotta
you
try the
wish to try
fried
that.
Oreos. They're so good.
Come on, Baltazar. The popcorn isn't that. It's actually quite good once you let it settle for a little while.
I'm quite enjoying this soda actually.
Yeah, you guys keep enjoying that.
Yeah.
But like as he gets close with the popcorn, I will just fly up so that my boots are roughly at just above his shoulders. I'll be fine.
I would like to do a ranged popcorn attack on Baltazar.
Food fight. You're not gonna be able to get into his mouth. But you can throw fight.
Shower
Can
in
I
the
roll it
popcorn.
though? While he's speaking, can I roll it just in case?
You can roll a natural 20.
You can roll. Well, I would say it's more like it's more like a cone attack. Not cone attack, but you know what I mean. It's like a scatter attack. It's almost impossible to miss because you're throwing a
It's a
handful of
potato.
popcorn. It's probably going to hit. It's just not going to do anything. It just they bounce off of you and hit the ground. Like it's,
I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get it in my mouth, which
Yeah,
he's
it's
got
not
good enough
possible.
aim.
yeah, he doesn't. It's not possible because you can say I keep my mouth closed.
Well,
But
he's
he's-
saying while I'm talking. No, like,
Oh.
I understand what he's trying to do.
Oh, sure. Okay, sure. Roll it. Sure. Yeah, I'll give you that. Sure. Yeah, roll a range attack.
Yeah, range attack.
Yeah, that's no.
No.
But I was gonna say it's gonna be a touch attack, but it's also gonna have like a massive AC bonus because you're trying to hit someone's mouth while they're talking. Like it's not easy. It's a corn attack. Ah! Hilarious. Anyway, well, if you're not going to eat anything, you could probably just go.
It says
I
he
mean-
has stuff though. We're looking for our stuff.
Yeah, but they said that they're only going to give it to you if everybody eats something.
Come on, Balthazar. I enjoyed my first beverage so much, he gave me another one. Do you want to try some of it?
I will look at the beverage flavors again.
To be fair, Piper hasn't had any yet.
Lemon
either.
lime, grape, pink. It was lemon lime, grape, pink, pink, white, or no, vanilla, and clear.
Okay. And what did the fried place have?
Okay.
Funnel cake, corn dogs, cookies, popcorn.
The funnel cake was apparently fat-free.
Yeah. Deep fried and fat free.
Says the fat man trying to sell you fat food.
Yeah, I got that.
The fat controller says you are wrong.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Go check out the ice cream. We haven't been there yet.
I'm
So-
going to go with the corn dog, I guess.
Okay, as you're like approaching, suddenly like a little red light will go off on the popcorn machine. And look at it and like peer at it again, and then it's low. And he'll like go and like look down and then like pull out something. You can't see what. Like he'll like open like a drawer behind the stand, and so here somebody is like, no, not again, not again. We're out of teeth. No. And you know, as he starts hitting something, and blood goes flying everywhere. He comes up with a handful of teeth a moment later and throws them into a part of the machine.
Wow, it's like Balthasar in his bag of holding.
Yeah, do you have one of those in your hotel, Dracos?
Do you know what? I do. I'm
One
taking
corn-
notes.
One corn dog, please.
He smiles. Sure, that'll be 2 copper.
I will give him 2 copper.
What about your friend here? How about some funnel cake for you?
Come on, Thalarmus. You need some good old-fashioned fat to get you big and strong.
You're all bones.
I prefer being all bone. Heck, I'm not bones
Well-
enough.
I am.
Well-
All right, Harry.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat this. Luckily, I have a bit better of a way of disposing of it while looking like I'm eating it than Piper.
One word gullet.
You have the horde gullet, right? Yeah. I mean, you have to eat
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It's to go in your mouth, but
Yeah.
he's gonna try to swallow it whole.
Yes.
Okay. He hands
The
you,
wizard,
what
the
looks,
wizard can swallow corn dogs.
what looks like a slightly misshapen corn dog, and the wizard just takes it and just swallows it whole, pulls the stick out like cartoon cat style, and throws it away.
I'll like take a bow, and like just start walking away from the stand.
Please clap. Please
Please
clap.
clap, yeah.
He's glad.
All right, what about you, Talarmus? He's like he'll hold up. Hold on, I'll give you a free combination just for you because I like you, and you look like you're all bones and no skin. He'll like reach underneath the counter and pull out a bag that's labeled chips. It's steaming at the moment. He'll pull out a couple of small containers of what will appear to be like some sort of like reddish sauce, puts them by it, and then takes a funnel cake out of a machine and takes a whole bunch of like powdered sugar and shakes it down over it and hands it to you. Come on, have a bite. The funnel cake looks a little bit weird to you. Like it's not as uniform as you would expect. Like some parts of it are there's like big globs of like of dough in certain parts of it, and then they kind of like almost like spider out into like thinner things that like connect, like thinner like lines that connect to each other.
Okay, not quite. Like, test it.
Can you speak up? I really can't hear you, dude.
Yeah, I know. I have two choices. Like, either all the way up near the air conditioning, low enough that I have to shout. But the funnel cake wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was expecting something more like a test.
No.
I'll take the chips.
Okay.
Is this
Okay, sure. Roll me a knowledge nature. Anyone who's around at this point, if anyone has, I don't think anyone does.
Knowledge
Do we
nature.
have access? Do
Yeah,
we have
nature.
access to TripAdvisor here?
No, you do not. Oh, Piper has it. Balthazar, you'd be able to tell from the shape of the things that appear to be fried. The funnel cake.
I will say nothing.
This is the man who just swallowed a horse. Whoa, that's a good centaur's check.
It's a really good centaur check. It's not a centaur. Okay, you'll take the chips. It actually smells pretty good. The chips. They smell actually really good. Like freshly fried pork rinds. And he says, "Don't forget your sauce." He hands you a couple of containers of some sort of like goopy red mess. So, Talarmus, what do you do? I can't hear you over someone attacking their microphone.
John. Yeah.
John, stop. Anyway, what were you saying?
eating one as is?
Okay. You'll reach in and you'll take out a chip and you'll bite into it. It actually tastes pretty good, if maybe a little tough for a potato chip, like maybe include the skin or something. Out of curiosity, you'll reach your hand into the bag and pull another larger chip and take a close look at it. Nothing seems too amiss, but then suddenly you'll like kind of like cough. Ugh. And you like reach your finger into your mouth and you pull out what appears to be a small human hair.
Yeah, it's, I completely think. Oh, you said
You should really try the sauce. I put lots of extra cumin in it. Human.
Can I try some? Like I asked Talarmus.
Sure. The sauce is very goopy. The sauce
I'll
is very.
have some sauce. It's
The sauce is actually kind of almost like Jello-like. You notice immediately, Storm. You recognize immediately. This is very clearly coagulated blood mixed with some sort of sauce, like spices and something else. Maybe
Ah.
barbecue.
that's delicious.
Yeah, the chips would just be dry without them. Without it.
Oh,
Right after
sorry.
Tolarmus finishes swallowing that first chip, you'll hear like a bell chime from behind the from one of the machines behind the fried fun stand. And the man will like turn around and open up like an oven door and reach in with his bare leathery hands and pull out a massive plate, a massive tray, with bags and weapons and armor and other sorts of things on top of it. I have an order for Dracris Mangly.
Oh, excellent.
Mangly. Drake ass.
Drake ass Mangle. Be careful. It's very. He'll like walk over. He'll spot you like look like when you like perk up and like walk over, and like set it down on the table in front of you. Be careful. It's really hot. Oh. And he'll like drop it and turn her. Walk
Yeah,
back.
can I just have like meat pick everything off it and put it on the ground so it'll cool down?
He's just sipping his drink, like, oh yeah, meat. Yeah, get all that stuff. That's your order.
Fire bad. The result is it's your stuff wildly toasted.
Does that mean it tastes better now?
It's already black, so you can barely tell.
Like, does my ring of lesser desecration do like slightly toasted desecration now?
Yeah. Nah, it was actually stomach acid and bile, but you know he's just Dracris. It's almost as if like the thing that was meant for him was like somehow themed to him, just a little bit. Anyway, he collects stuff.
Oh boy, y'all are gonna have fun at some point.
Anyway,
Because if
what should
this was the Dracris thing, I'm not looking forward to the me or Xander thing.
Yeah.
so
Okay, I'll ask the fat guy for if I can have like some more
Oh,
chips.
that's the fat guy.
some more chips.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
Here, you can finish mine.
two copper.
You can have
I'll
some
like-
of mine, says
I'll like
Talarmus.
I'll snap my fingers at the wizard.
Yeah, they're 2 copper each. We're open all night.
He's his #1 customer.
Oh,
You sure you don't need any dessert, Dracris? Do we need to stop for dessert?
We might need to at
Oh.
some point.
This reminds me. Hey, all of you. You're gonna receive some gold pieces.
Oh,
I
that
can
reminds me.
give you.
I would have my own gold now, so I'll just pay him myself. How many copper did you say?
2.
Oh no, I can't take this sort of cost.
Yeah, you have a bigger one.
So
There
what are you
you
guys
go.
What are you guys doing next?
Going to a new area, I assume?
What's the next one you want to go to?
Can you repeat them?
Games, probably.
Okay. You head back towards the central area. There's the concessions area right behind you. There is also a small, unassuming building, with a sign it has like some sort of like posters all over the front of it, and a sign says "The Amazing Archibald's Magical Extravaganza."
Yeah, that's not going to be the wizards at all.
There is the Hedge Maze of Wonder and Delight, and games.
I choose games.
Why not?
Wait, so there's only 4 areas we can go to?
There are a couple of other areas that are currently dark right now. One is a roller coaster that says Flight of the Harpy, and then there's also the wonderful Bartholomew's 3-ring circus with a massive 3-ring circus tent behind it.
I assume we have to do all on A list before going to B list.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so let's go
So-
do games next.
Sure.
Sounds alright. So the maze is going to be Telamis, which means it's going to be full of big scary things.
Okay with this.
I feel like the Flight of the Harpies is gonna be Piper's, and then the 3-ring circus is gonna be mine. And
I feel it's the
Telamis
other-
is obviously the hedge.
I feel it's the other way around.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you're heading over to the
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 games.
carnival games. Sure.
Well, in that case, games. I guess that's Phil.
Okay, you head to the games.
Promise's stuff was towards the head mage.
So, as you march your way over the, down the path towards the carnival games, many of the stands here are closed as well, but several areas are very well lit. There are signs that direct you to each of them. There's Wrestle Bacon, 3 copper per try. There's the Great Tug of War. Beat up your friends and take their things. 1 copper
Ooh.
per entrant.
There's one for you, Xander.
And
Who's fapping?
Yeah, John.
and then there's lastly there's Monty's Prize Imp and Wheel of Delights.
We're gonna be made to jump on Antwerpen soon.
I'll go up to the imp, the prize imp, and ask him what prizes he has.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, sure. You approach. There's a whole bunch of like darkened stands. On a couple of them, you'll even notice they're like dead, rotting bodies. There's a stand that must have been at one point some sort of like dart toss, but instead of balloons, they had the heads of animated zombies, which are still animated and like wriggling around on the wall. A skeleton laying in front of them, filled with darts. Just as one example. The only lit stand. There is a man, an old man, who's asleep as you approach, but immediately kind of like wakes up and like shakes his head and looks over at you, and smiles and jumps to his feet. He smacks a large metal cage beside him. There's like a glass pane on one side, which like kind of like wow, 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 like jiggles and like almost shatters when he smacks it. There's a whole bunch of what appears to be like different tags on hooks inside of the cage. At the bottom, there's a whole ton of refuse and other junk. Old discarded tags that lie at the bottom. But when he hits it, a tiny, very chubby imp, no bigger than maybe like a child's toy, like a doll, like a Barbie doll, that sort of size, like leaps out from underneath the junk and like bangs on the glass, like bitching in some sort of language you don't understand. And he'll smack it again. Quiet! We have a customer!
Can Bartok
Does
try to fight?
Bartok know?
Bartok is kind of like chuckles a bit.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Good boy.
I'll stroke
Monty,
Bartok. And
Monty will look at you. Ah! New customers! I see that you've come to take a gander at my fabulous prizes. It's a simple game. There are, right now, he'll like look at the tags, reach around, like look at the tags, and 20 fabulous prizes. Not all of them are so fabulous. Maybe none of them are fabulous, or all of them. I don't remember. But you pay just a few copper, 3 copper a try. You get to smack the cage, to which, of course, immediately the small imp begins bitching. This angers and excites our friend, the little imp, and he'll go up and get one of the tags for you. Whichever one he gets and puts through the slot below will have the name of the prize. Well, the number of the prize slot, and then I'll hand it to you. It's that simple. It's a fun game.
So you smack the cage,
I
and he
love
gets.
the end.
He gets you a tag. He puts the tag down through a slot. You take the tag, hand it to the guy, and he'll use like the tag to open corresponding box. That's, you see like a bunch of boxes behind him labeled 1 through 20, and you get whatever inside of it.
Sure, I'll pay 3 copper to smack the cage.
Sure. You hand him 3 copper, and the imp is already like falling back asleep again, laying at the bottom.
His own times.
Thank you.
What do you do?
Well, clearly I smacked the cage.
You hit the cage. Whack! And the creature like flies up and looks around. It sees you and flies to the top. And grabs a key at random. Roll a d20.
Ooh, a lucky 13.
Sure. Okay. He flies up and grabs a tag and pushes it out through the slot below. You pick it up. It says 13 on it. You hand it to Monty, who kind of like picks it up and looks at it. Ah, okay. And he'll rummage back behind him and pick up a box that says 13 on it and hand it to you. It's wrapped in like gift paper.
Oh, nice. I will open the box.
What's in the box?
You open the
What's
box,
in
and
the
inside
What's in the box?
you see what appears to be a plain, very like well crafted and like shaved down and like smoothed. It's sandpapered wooden rod. It has notches on it. Currently, it just has 2. One at the at one end and one on the other. One on one end says 0, and one on the other says 1. There's a small piece of paper next to it. It has it has a command word on it. And it says that it is, quote, the rod of absolute length.
I will ask the wizard what this is,
I have no idea.
and I will use the command word and bubble the stick.
You do?
Step
And
back.
instantly, it kind of like wobbles, and it kind of like stretches out, and then snaps back into place. But this time, it now has 12 notches on it, at perfect intervals, indicating inches. He says that is the rod of absolute length. It can change between being 1 foot, or if you say the command word, it will become 12 inches with the snap of your fingers.
Wow.
Magic is really a wonder.
I could definitely sell this to somebody for more than 3 copper. I think I win the
That
game, guys.
tagline, yeah.
Okay. Balthazar, you hand him 3 copper next, huh?
Yes, yes.
Oh, this is actually entertaining. I'm okay with this.
Everyone get in line.
Yeah.
I was debating just
It
giving you a
would
gold
void
to
if
let
you
me
get
hit the cage repeatedly.
No, you can only do one at a time.
Let him hit the cage.
Okay. You smack the cage, the imp goes up, pulls out a tag. You get it. It says 5 on it. You hand it to Monty, and he gives you a box. It's a very small box, and it doesn't really rattle if you shake it, as if it's been completely filled. It's not very heavy at all. It's very light, actually.
I will open the box carefully.
Hey, it's packed with like sawdust, but in the middle, you see that once you dig into it, there is a small vial that has an engraving of what looks like a viper. Its mouth open. Mouth towards the end of the vial. There's a small cork.
Okay. I'll just kind of look up at the man.
Well, if you want to try it out, you can just open it.
That sounds like a great idea.
I will open it pointed away from me.
Okay. Sure.
Look at Sander.
I'm not gonna point it at anyone.
You open it up, and immediately springing out of it are 25 tiny vipers. This comes
Can of snakes.
flying out of it. Oh, now I remember. He like smacks himself in the head. Oh, I remember. That's the flask of snakes. 25 snakes just go flying out
Oh
of it.
man,
They are not under your control in any way, shape, or form. They simply
You
go right
wasted
down
it.
to the grass. The cork, after a moment, the cork will magically pop back into place, and it cannot be removed. You can do that, I think, once a day.
thank
Okay.
God we have that for next time.
That's fine.
Great parlay.
Okay.
That's extremely useful.
Pocket snakes.
Pocket snake.
Pocket snakes, yeah. Okay, Dracarys.
Flask of snakes.
Ooh,
Okay.
I did one more than Sander. That means I get something one better than him.
What happens if we get the same number somebody else already got?
Presumably
Let me just roll
roll.
again. Roll again. He hands you a tag that says 14. You hand it to Monty, and Monty hands you a box.
I'll
This
open
one's
it.
smaller, like a jewelry box. You
Of
unwrap
course,
it,
that could be in a jewelry box.
and there is a gorgeous lapis lazuli pendant inside.
Cool.
It appears to be magic. There's a small note with it.
I'll read the note rather than just do what I was
It's-
originally going to do.
It has a command word on it, and also says "Magic Amulet of Magic Item Detection."
That's convenient. I'll,
Monty will say, "Yes, it is." Will you
I'll-
activate it?
yeah, I'll activate it.
Sure. As you activate it, he says, "Indeed, it's extremely useful. It detects the nearest magical item to it. The item immediately begins to glow like yellow, golden. Wow, 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 wow. And then fades away.
It's pretty.
Of course. All makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I'll put it in my bag.
Okay. Monty will hand you a box after the imp retrieves the tag, etc. He'll hand you a box that's like it's very long and thin. You pick it up and unwrap it, and Monty almost jumps back when you open the lid to the box, and you're terribly frightened as well. Roll me a will save.
Why do I get the box of fun?
18. You're fine. It just horrifies you because when you open the box inside, you find a gnarled, twisted stick. Someone put notches in it, but they're all at uneven increments, and it's like a weird the skin beneath the bark, where it's just flaked off in odd places, is different shades of grello. It is easily the most disgusting and frightening stick you have ever seen in your life. And like while like shaking, put it away! Monty will say, "That's the rod of lordly fright. It's the most horrifying rod ever created."
Draco's and I trade.
Great.
Sure.
Draco's quick, it goes with your eyes.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Swarmous next, I assume?
I'll do it. One.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh my.
You also get a jewelry box. And when you open it up, there's a beautiful silver pendant hanging inside that glows magically. Monty nods. The wizard, you immediately recognize this as a silver tongue brooch.
I don't know what that is.
Really? It gives you a bonus on bluff and diplomacy checks.
Oh,
Oh man, I could use that as well.
I'll tell him that then. That's fine. Although I will tell him that with the heaping disclaimer of,
You got it.
but you're in a mad carnival.
So what does the ugly rod do after I trade my amulet for it?
It's terrifying. It's just
Good.
really easily the scariest ride you've ever seen.
I'll
Literally a stick. that's
You've never had a
ugly.
stick strike terrier into you like this one does.
I will wave it around.
Everyone just kind of like anyone who's like around, they go, "Oh, get it away from me!" It doesn't actually do anything. It's very, very, very terrifying.
I'll leave him play along. He who's immune to fear. Ah,
Is anyone else
why do
going?
you even have? Don't wave that around in public.
Can I
will
go?
wait.
Can I go again now?
Yeah, that's what I was
Is,
gonna
is,
say.
anyone, is anyone who's using? Is anyone going to be using the brooch?
Silver tongue.
Yeah, the silver tongue brooch.
I said I'd trade you.
You have?
I took
fine.
Drakers's necklace of detect the nearest magical thing.
Which is itself, obviously.
Yeah, it's itself. But
I was just gonna sell it to some idiotic commoner.
I just think it's pretty.
I mean, I'm pretty sure even the
There, it
shittiest
is
match
pretty.
gun's worth some gold.
So Piper,
We'll figure out who wants it later.
are you going to use it?
I think we have to use it to proceed.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, sure, I'll put on.
Not necessarily. I'm just curious if you're actually going to be using all the items you are collecting.
I also have a spell that I don't need any more help with bluff checks.
Okay, so you're just going to pocket it, I guess, or who has it? I just want to know who has it for the future.
Yes, I still have it.
If you want to use it, just let me know. Anyway, next. Is anyone else going to be getting any more?
I'm gonna do
I
this
was
once
gonna,
more.
yeah, I was gonna go again.
Sure,
Yeah,
rolls it.
I'll go again. That's fine.
Yeah, round 2.
Wasn't that already rolled?
Yes,
I
it
already
was.
rolled a
You have to
9.
roll again, Xander.
2 ugly sticks.
No. Okay, this time you also get a long box, but this one's a little heavier when you pick it up. You open it up, and inside, you see a rather sharp-looking, magical longsword resting inside on a bed of feathers.
Dude, I'll trade you.
It has a ribbon tied to it to the handle. This appears to be Balthazar. Appears to be a +1 keen dancing longsword.
Oh, it
What is-
dances.
What does dancing
will.
do?
You can.
He puts on a top hat and hops on Sprout's legs and starts going.
I was gonna say you get really good at the cha-cha.
You can use a command word to tell it to start attacking on its own.
Oh. I will sheathe this sword.
You pick it up, and the moment you do, it cries out, "Get your hands off me! Filthy
Oh, it's
plebeian!
a fabulous sword.
I was resting! I need my beauty rest for the performance tonight!
What is
What's
the command
that?
word?
The performance! Oh my, I must get to the stage! It will leap up from the box.
What's the command word?
It doesn't have one. It will stop on top of one of the nearest counters. In fact, the one that your guys are all standing by. And it will begin dancing.
Call it.
I will clap.
Please clap.
I will clap.
It's a +21 because it naturally is a +20 to its perform dance check. However, it gets its +1 enhancement bonus to dance. It doesn't apply to magic. It is the +1 keen dancing longsword of talent. It's incredible. You've never seen a sword dance this well, nor really
He's
anything.
so talented.
It's so incredibly talented. It will continue dancing as Balthazar knocks the box again.
I will applaud it with my ugly rod.
You get tag number 15. Monty will hand you. I know who this one is. It's my marvelous mouse organ. He hands it to you, the box. And when you open it up inside, there was what appears to be a whistle. He'll like look at you and like blow the whistle.
So do I
will-
keep the sword, Jace?
I will blow the whistle.
I'll cover my ears.
You blow the whistle. It's just a normal whistle. And suddenly you hear like some commotion behind the shack. And coming out from between the alley between this shack and the next, this stand and the next, a couple of zombies wheel out something covered in, like, wrapped in a gigantic thing, wrapped in what appears to be like paper, tissue paper. It is very clearly just in the shape of it, an organ.
I will walk over to the organ.
It's
Is
not
it my
quite-
kind of organ?
It's not
Okay.
quite. It's not quite. No, it's not quite full sized. It's probably meant for like children or something, but it's still big enough that it would not. You could not carry this. It is not easily portable. You unwrap
Zombies
it.
carry it.
He says, "Go on. It's my marvelous organ. Play it."
The sword can dance.
I will play it.
You start like
so,
you tap one of it.
Jace, you say I keep the sword or not?
You can do. Yeah, you keep. It'll come back to you after a couple minutes. It just wants to reform. It's kind of a diva. It would probably fight for you, but you'd have to like spoil it. I mean, it has demands. Okay, it has a whole list of.
It's a
If
living
you're not
thing,
if you're not going to deliver on the rider, it's not performing.
Yeah, it has standards.
It's standards. It doesn't just
It's
perform
not some cheap
and
hooker.
fucking flop. It's not. It is not a cheap hussy. Okay.
Rather keen.
It's rather cute. Anyway, you press one of the keys and you hear a shrill. Press a lower one.
Will the sword dance to that?
Yeah, it'll try.
I can perform
I'm going to
anything,
take a
darling.
look in like the workings of it.
Sure,
I'm guessing it like squishes mice.
Indeed. Inside,
Imps.
there are,
Imps.
there are dozens of tiny little, rather sad-looking mice that have been tied down and like chains to the bottom of the organ. Every time you press a button, one of them
Congratulations,
gets
you called
squished
it.
and dies, and then a generates once the hammer is pulled off of it.
That sounds fucking amazing. I want one.
You say,
Yeah,
"Oh, come on,
I
wait,
waited-
it took me a long time to get it, but the mice are immortal. I cracked the secret of immortality, but unfortunately, it only applies to the mice while they're in the organ. So I figured I'd make something nice.
yeah. I will wait for you to do your spin, and then we can discuss trading.
13 again.
Already got that.
Yeah.
That's the rod of absolute.
16 we've
Got
got
this.
as well.
That's
I
what
already
I
got 16. I already got 16.
Already
Already
got.
got 9. Already got 3.
My turn.
Okay.
3.
Inside of this box, there is a very well made, what appears to be mithril breastplate.
I have one of those.
Yeah. It's very magic. Extreme magic.
How magic?
It was too magic.
Many.
It's giving up
Many
a
magic.
major. A little piece of paper next to it says it is anti-sword armor.
Well, isn't that kind of all armor? Can I ask him what it means?
This one's special. We'll try it on.
Sure, I'll try it on. It's the worst
Put on.
that could happen.
You put
What's it
it
gonna
on.
do? Kill you?
All right. He looks around. Does anyone have a sword?
There's a singing and
I have a
dancing one over
sword.
there.
There's one dancing right there, yeah.
We'll try hitting him with the sword.
Will the sword let me hit him with it?
Yeah, sure. Just be advised that if you actually
Well,
cut
I mean,
me,
you have to
you
ask
need
the
full-
sword.
Yeah.
So let's say
Equals
will
surprise
sword
cuddle.
let me?
Oh,
I will command the sword to strike at Drakegrass.
Okay. It will say not right now. I'm in the middle of my performance.
Can
And
you
we'll go back.
incorporate it into the
Very well. I will applaud his performance.
Oh, in that case, it'll fly straight at Drakegrass. Drakegrass, the sword flies straight at you, and to everyone else, right before it's about to strike Drakegrass, right through the heart, His
I
armor,
have one.
the anti-sword armor does its job, and immediately becomes incorporeal, dodging the sword entirely, which then skewers Dracarys, who falls over, clutching his chest.
That's fucking amazing.
And Dracarys is like laying there on the ground, like bleeding out. And the
I'm gonna,
armor, actually, when the sword pulls out, the armor will reappear.
It's just like sticking a band-aid on it. It's fine.
It's got some flaws.
It has some
I can
flaws.
see the potential.
Jace, is there armor check penalty for it?
It's a mithril breastplate, so I don't remember what the armor check for that is. I think it's -3 or 4 from their original armor check.
I will trade the organ for that.
I will definitely do that as soon as I finish bleeding.
I mean, meat will pour like a potion on your.
I want one more.
Does Meat have any potions left after we stole them all?
Presumably someone does.
We have 30 inflict light wound potions in the party.
Yeah.
That aren't on anyone's sheet. They're just in the party.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
I'll
sure.
trade you the armor.
me next.
Piper. No, Piper rolled first. Piper, and you'll be next, Lust. Piper, you were handed a very small jewelry box. Probably houses a ring. It like rumbles in your hands, like shakes.
I'll open it away from me, I guess.
You'll turn it away from you and open it, and it like burst open the moment it begins to open. As Dracarys begins playing the organ,
The
as
monkey.
a tiny gold ring lunges out of the box and lands on Meat's head, and then leaps off and begins hopping away through the barn.
Can Meat grapple it?
Oh, but
It's
no.
It's gone. It will get away in its surprise round. It's a a note where it says this is a ring of leaping.
It sure did.
It sure did. It had one job.
Us.
Yep.
You open yours. Inside, what it appears to be a very finely made deck of playing cards. Ah. He nods. Draw one. But beware. All of humanity, the fates of all mankind rest within.
Is it a deck of tarot?
It actually looks a lot like a deck of many things.
Anything, all of them bad. Sure, we'll go for
Okay, you draw one of the cards. And it is
Ba-ba.
a 5 of hearts.
Oh.
You kind of like drop it, draw another, and then drop it and draw another. And you keep doing this, but the deck never seems to run out. Ah yes, the deck of many cards.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really counted them, but I've never run out.
Interesting.
Sounds like unlimited fire starters to me.
It is an unlimited.
Oh, have some fun with it. This is the paladin telling me that.
That would be
Just
the
keep
longest
going,
game of
keep going.
BS ever.
It is the longest game of BS ever.
Just
There
build
are
a fort out of them.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 left, so if everyone does it again, just roll a d10. If anyone plans to play doing it again.
I plan to. When I'm done,
9. Okay. Xander.
mine's been taken.
No. This is 1 to 10 now.
It's,
Oh,
D10.
okay.
Yeah. Sure.
it,
Your tag says number 19. You hand it in, and you actually get. It's not in a box. It's just something. It's something with like a handle. It's like a small like wooden thing with a handle on it, and a bunch of bottles that are all gift wrapped. There are 6 of them.
Oh, wait, it's a handle attached to what?
It's a 6-pack, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's a 6-pack, and all of the potions within are gift wrapped.
I'll open the potions up.
Sure.
I'll
They're
ask what the
attack-
potions are.
Oh, they're very special. You'll open it up, and on one of them, there's a tag. It says, Potion of Cat Strength.
This
Like,
will give
you
one
fucked
star.
up
He's a
the
pussy.
spell.
You will find that half of them actually are potions of Cat Strength. There are 3 potions of Cat Strength and 3 potions of Bull's Grace. Okay, Dracarys.
I'm guessing they're both negative.
I don't know, man.
Well,
Try
Yes. I mean, you want to try them. Sure.
I'll try the what was it, cat strength?
Yeah.
Cat strength or bull's grace.
Yeah, it will reduce your strength by 4 for 1 minute.
That's some strong stuff.
Dracarys, you recover.
one. Give me one of the Bulls Grace ones.
I'm just trying. Give me a minute because I need to make sure I got it. Okay, I know it's which one's which. Okay, Dracarys, you get the Journal of Recollection. It's a very nice-looking leather-bound journal. And a tag on it says Journal of Recollection.
I'll open it, I guess.
You open it and it flies to a page, a few pages in. You can see a bunch of writing already on the pages before it. But right now, it appears to be writing to itself. Suddenly, somebody opened the box. I could see light. And then, he grabbed me. He opened me. He's looking at my writing. He appears to be human. No, undead.
Really ugly.
Yes, I can see he has a big nose. Hopefully,
Dracarys is
hopefully
not
my
a
journeys
kid.
will continue well with him.
I
It
love
appears,
him.
flipping through it, it appears to be a journal that records everything that's going on from its own perspective.
Is there anything interesting in it? Like just
No.
flipping through random
It's-
pages.
A lot of it though, it's still day 109, still dark, still trapped in the box. I can hear the imp bitching outside. Perhaps there's someone else here.
Little does he know that he has another bitching imp to deal with.
And Piper.
Wait, keep
Balthazar,
skip.
Balthazar.
Sorry, you get a ring. Engraved on the ring is an image of a small insect with I can't remember the parts of the insect, but it's an insect very clearly with 6 legs. It very much looks like an ant engraved on the ring, and a small tag that says
Promising.
"Ring of Ant Control."
I will put on
First
the
you get
ring.
pocket snakes, now you have ants.
It also has a command.
It has a command word.
Eights.
All right, I will put on the ring. I guess I'll take one of my rings off to do that.
Yeah.
And say the command word.
Okay.
Eights.
Suddenly, one of the there was like someone had dropped what appears to be some sort of what might have been ice cream at one point, but it's now long since melted, and the only thing left is the fat that apparently it was composed of, as well as chunks of eyeball. There are a bunch of ants swarming, and the moment you say the command word, one of the ants climbing on one of the eyeballs stops and looks and turns to you.
And shrugs its whole ant shrugging with that.
It can't fly.
I know.
He means me.
No, it's just one of them. It apparently seems to give you the ability to control ants, but only one at a time.
One ant.
Actually, I can
Oh,
see
what
that
a
being
good
fairly
little guy.
useful.
What'd you say, Trickers?
I can see that being fairly useful, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a bull ant.
You
Or
control
the
one
queen.
ant at a time. And Piper, yours actually is one of the lightest yet. You pick it up, and you unfold the things you find inside of your box.
Dram of air. It's like a bottle.
It appears to be a very, very, very well-made and fancy pants that are magical in some way.
Fancy
Ants?
Yeah,
pants.
pants.
Fancy pants.
A tag on them says Morcantus privy pants.
Wait,
Privy?
privy?
Morcantus privy pants.
Put them on.
I don't think I want to wear those.
Do it.
Is it the first definition or the second definition?
If you ask Monty, he will say, "Oh, they're very useful. I've worn them myself for a few years. When you wear the pants, if you ever need to do your business, you don't need to stop. Just continue on with your day. It gets rid of it for you."
Can I give them to Xander so he stops spitting shit everywhere?
Woo-hoo! Sorry, but they probably wouldn't fit over his head.
Yo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 left, so if someone wants to roll a d6.
I think it's Talarmus next.
Yeah, if Talarmus wants to go, that's fine.
Breakers, you already have a lot. You're
You get tag number 6.
Okay.
A set of what appear to be very dusty, old bronze pipes, like the kind that a satyr might use, except instead of wood, bronze, covered in spider webs, are taken out of the box by you. You try to blow on. You begin blowing on one of the holes, and a bunch of spiders shoot out of it. Skitter away. You blow on another hole, and this time, even larger spiders come out of this one. Tarantulas come out of the third. Some sort of large orb weaver come out of the fourth. A different sort of spider coming out of each one of the pipes. And when you pull back from it, one of them crawls out of your mouth and drops down to the front of your arm. And then walks away.
It's perfect for Piper.
Piper, you get this amulet. Is green set in gold. Apparently, possibly some sort of like, it's not an emerald, but some sort of like green gemstone. Set in a gold chain. It is quite magical. There's a small note on it that says "Amulet of Rain Detection."
Rain?
Rain detection, yes. He'll like reach across the counter and like, yes, but it only works when it's raining and only outside. It does not work indoors. But it will.
Does it get whacked when it rains? Is that how it works?
Yeah. It's like, I'm wet, it's raining.
Yeah, there are exactly 4 left. Okay, Xander. You get what appears to be a fancy china teapot.
Ooh.
With like all sorts of like skulls and bog creatures etched onto it. Just then, it suddenly like kind of like makes like a ding, and immediately you hear like a boiling sound inside of it. Balthazar looks at his watch. It says 4 p.m. And you can smell what appear to be a nice English breakfast tea being boiled inside.
Instant afternoon tea.
That's the teapot of tea time, says Monty. It, every day, at about 4 o'clock, it will make tea. There's no way to stop this. I've tried.
I've tried.
I'll pour some tea for the party.
Do beware, it's quite hot. Balthazar.
Oh.
Sure. What were you saying, Xander?
Nothing. Just,
Okay.
I'll pour
Xander's
tea for
just
the
saying
party.
I'm making tea. Okay. Balthazar. You open up your jewelry box, and there is what appears to be like a white opal hanging on a chain, on a plain copper chain. A note on it says, "Amulet of Key Focus."
Okay. I will put it on.
You put it on, and suddenly realize that if you ever needed a key, any of your keys right now, you'd be able to reach for the exact one in a moment. As a swift
You are the
action.
key master.
You could draw any key on your person as a swift action.
useful.
Yeah, I will take that. Absolutely.
The wizard's
Drake
getting all
Rest.
these vaguely useful things.
And who's gonna go after Drakeless? Who goes after Drakeless? I don't remember.
Alarmus probably.
Yeah, it's all
I
Yeah.
think it's Thormus. Okay, so Thormus is gonna get the last thing.
Oh, goody.
You
I
get
got gypped on one.
there is an arrow, a rather flame-looking arrow. Looks no different than most of the arrows that Piper might shoot from her bow. Drakeless. A note on it says it is the arrow of flying.
Can I ask him what it does?
Oh, it always hits its target and can fly extra far.
Cool. Piper, what kind of items do you have?
Do you want some shit pants? I have shit pants.
Balthazar's gonna get those in a few years.
Oh, right.
Wait, what was this?
It was,
I have
it was
Mordenkainen's pretty big
privy pants.
Pretty pants.
Surely you have more than that.
the magic necklace of detect nearest magic item, or the amulet of rain detection that detects when it's raining outside.
But only when you're outside. Yeah.
Only when I'm outside. My ring of leaping ran away. Oh, I only have those.
Would you like a potion of Bull's Grace?
No.
Sure, I'll take one.
I'll give one to
Fear me.
I'll give Piper the arrow.
Is it?
Yeah, just let me know if you ever want to use the arrow flying.
Yeah, I
And
don't know.
with a very loud clinking sound, the imp drops the last tag into the slot at the
Rope.
bottom, and Talarmus picks it up. He hands it to Monty. It is tag number 1, actually. It was the last one rolled. Never rolled,
Yep.
I guess technically.
Best for last.
He hands you a box. You open it up. You unwrap it and open it up, and inside
I look in amazement.
there is what appears to be a very tiny, flat, like cardboard cutout of a, God, what do you call this? Outhouse. Of an outhouse with a main door.
Huh.
I tag on it says Darren's Instant Privy.
Or it's
Dude, do you want my
always looked
pants?
up the word tiny.
Up
One had a better idea than the other.
up to once a day, you may drop it on the ground and use the command word and say the command word, and it will spring into a full-sized privy, like an extra large size privy, complete with hot and cold running water, a small bath for washing yourself in, and some perfumes for freshening up,
Nice.
as well as an actual tool.
It's better than the fucking diaper I got.
It's a self-cleaning diaper.
It lasts. He will mention it is cursed. Originally, I intended for it to last for as long as the user wanted, and it's simply a command word would make it go back. However, unfortunately, whoever is the most annoying member of the group, who always takes too long with things, if they ever use it, it will instantly, in the middle of the next person using it, right as the water is starting up, just as they get wet, it will fold back again and leave them naked and wet and cold.
So what you're saying is we can never let Xander use such.
No, I would never let him use that. No.
No. Especially not with me going
Takes
next.
the longest. I think you meant Drakerus.
Woo!
No, he said takes too long, not takes the longest. There's a difference there, but obviously, since you don't understand nuance, I wouldn't expect you to understand that.
So, what next? The prizes are all gone.
There are other games, aren't there?
Oh
Yep.
yeah, there are two other
Stuff
games.
to do.
Can I ask him, like,
We were
what does he
still
want for the inn?
distracted.
There is a. Sorry, what were you saying, Dirkus?
What does he want for the inn?
For the imp?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't sell Impy for nothing. Though,
Not.
I don't know. He is kind of my only companion here, for the most part, unless you count the zombies.
Hey, if you ask me, zombies are great company.
True. Well, you do seem to have another imp that you take care of pretty well. I am getting old. Yeah, sure. But on one condition. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I haven't had any good entertainment in a long time. I think I want to choose the team captains. And I want you to do the tug of war next. And I'll give it to you.
Sure.
Wait, what?
Great! The bargain is sealed.
Fuck's
The
sake.
cage immediately burns up in like a flash. And the imp is free. The obese
Good
imp
luck
kind of
sailing
like
tug of war, Chris.
looks around. And then it'll like flop over to you.
Yeah.
Land
Put
at
it
your
on my other shoulder.
Yeah, but it'll land at your boot and start crawling up your leg until you pick it up, put it on your other shoulder.
Pet it a little bit.
You wanted this.
Now you're just
It-
a little off center because you have a
It
fat
will,
imp
it
on
will
one
make
shoulder.
a loud belching noise once you set it on your shoulder.
Okay, that is adorable.
It's so cute.
Okay. He'll come out. He'll hop over his stand. Come on, I'll take you to the tug of war.
You
It's the
dumbass.
next thing. I did have one more prize package, but one of the other things had to be completed at least. I do have a bonus prize if both are. I found a box. It says something like. It says Xander on it.
Oh, we don't need that.
Yeah, that's just as well. You should just destroy that.
We'll just take the bonus prize.
Fuck the booby prize.
He'll lead you down the path to a large open mud pit. There's a massive rope laying coiled up laying up in the mud. It appears to be somewhat dirty and greasy. It may have been made out of perhaps hair.
Is it made
What
out
is
of-
easily
I guess
probably
it's
a
made
place
of-
to In the center of the mud pit, you can see another pit that drops down even further, though what's in it, you can't tell. You can smell, though, and it smells like... Well, it smells like the rot of 1,000 years.
Delicious is what you mean.
Yes, delicious. Great.
You better get right in there then, Dracarys.
Oh, I will.
He will, as you arrive, he'll look at all of you and go, who would it be from?
Doing this for entertainment sake.
Yes. Entertainment. Well, I think what we should do.
Put Piper in there.
I'm going to let you pick your own teams. There are 6 of you. He'll point to each one of you plus meat. There are 6 of you. And I think the team leader for the first team should be Xander.
Okay.
And the team leader for the second team should be you, little girl. I get the feeling you want to dunk that one in a big vat of flesh-rending acid.
Well, I say what we do is we all go on Piper's team.
No, I think they're choosing the teams.
No,
Yeah,
we
you
get to
made it
choose our own
so-
team.
Indeed, they
He's
are.
just picking captains.
He's
Yeah.
just picked captains.
And he hasn't specified that the teams have to be even.
Yeah.
They do presumably.
He hasn't
I don't know. It's
specified
never
it.
specified.
Now he will say, I will How about we flip a coin?
See who goes on what team.
Yeah. We'll flip a
No.
coin so to say who gets to pick first. Is that fair?
Sure, whatever.
He'll look at Piper. Heads or tails?
Let's pick one or two.
Well, yeah.
Heads or
but he-
tails? One is head and two is tails.
1.
Okay, so heads. All right. Heads goes first. Heads, you go first. Tails, you go first. And he flips it.
I'm okay with that.
Heads. You pick first of any of the 4 people there.
Well, I mean, I have 2 options.
You're gonna have a
Drake,
clock. You're gonna have a clock of 10 seconds, and then they'll be go to Xander to pick. So 10.
Can Drake
You
is...
pick- Whoever.
No.
You pick,
No, listen to me. If I pick meat, can Drakers do a thing?
you mean do a thing.
Spend 10 seconds.
Look, you
Drake
pick.
just
Are you
wants me
picking
to
me? Are
win.
you picking me or not,
Meat, yes.
Xander?
I'll pick Baltazar.
Really stupid.
Piper? Pick your last team member.
Drakers.
I guess I'll pick the old guy.
You can't pick him.
I'll
You should
pick
pick
Farmers.
Bartok.
It's Farmers, yeah. Okay. Feel free to arrange yourselves as you'd like in those 3 squares. In those 3 squares.
I was gonna say, can I summon something?
Can we use spells?
If you would like to cast a spell ahead of time,
Drakers.
go ahead. If you'd like to spend a spell on this game, you can.
Absolutely. Everyone on this team, you are now large.
That's
So
why
he
I got
so
Baltazar.
he gets to cast large, but it only it doesn't help with this. It doesn't grant a strength bonus. So what you're saying is I can't summon something, but he can cast stupid spells.
Yeah, if you want to summon something, you can, I guess. If he's casting things that make, yeah,
I
yeah.
will summon a wyvern.
A wyvern, a skeletal wyvern, presumably, right?
I have to go check.
Okay,
the
and I
skeletal
will cast
zombie.
Wall of Sand on the enemy party.
Okay, no,
No,
no.
that just stops us from moving.
Then you're
Okay.
definitely going in the pit.
You know, actually, I'm thinking maybe no spells. Maybe no spells. This is gonna be too ridiculous if I
No,
lost.
no,
I
no.
wouldn't have picked Drakers then.
I am fine with spells.
This is gonna get ridiculous.
It's
Yeah,
literally
you didn't see
who
that coming?
has. It's literally who has least spellcasters wins.
To be fair, you would not have picked Drakers, but he would not have picked me.
Exactly.
And we'd have the exact same teams.
Yeah, you probably still have the same teams. I'm gonna go ahead and send no spells because it's
Oh.
gonna, that would get disgusting. It would be for me as a GM trying to adjudicate that is gonna be this. It's gonna be like bigger than a combat. I don't want to do that. No spells.
Pure poison.
Yes. Okay. So
What about self-cast spells only?
What if
because they'll
Meat
also
always
include
has
all
4
sorts of
arms?
insane shit. Anyway, so everybody, you were handed the rope. A couple, the imps will drag the rope out and hand you the rope. The way this works is pretty simple. On each turn, each team will roll a strength check. Whichever combined strength check total is larger moves the rope by 5 feet. No, you have to start there. That's the starting spot.
Yeah.
It's the middle starting spot. You can't move back.
So-
there. Yeah.
All 3 of us roll a strength check. And then
Yes.
you're adding the... Okay.
You all roll strength checks, and then I total them up, and the highest total wins for that round. Ready? Okay. Team left. So team A, roll strength checks. As the man blows the whistle, and the imps will cheer from the sideline.
Carry.
30. That'd be a 37. Okay, right team. Roll. Well, it's higher.
It is higher.
It is higher because Drakus rolled really well, basically, and so did me. They both rolled really well.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna total that. I know they are. Tolo's like in the
I don't have my
40s, high
magic
40s.
items, so
Yeah, that is a good point. The rope shifts
hope those are all amended.
this way.
Yeah, that is a good. Oh no, because Meat has his magic items.
He does
Yeah.
actually. He didn't lose them. No one took his magic
Also,
items. He
means
never
magic
touched.
items don't affect the strength.
He's carrying.
They affect grapple checks, which are not applicable here.
I was gonna ask, can I roll grapple instead? But
No.
that would be ridiculous.
No.
No.
I'd get
Doesn't
an
make
attack
any
of
sense.
opportunity.
That's kind of. I was like, oh, that'd be a good reason.
All right, strength checks. Team A.
Oh goddamn a wizard!
28. Team B.
It's higher.
Well,
It is
yeah.
weak.
Can't
Really
really
too
argue.
had it by rolls alone.
Xander, you're being dragged closer and closer to the terrible pit. You can see pieces of like body parts and bones bubbling up from the bottom of the well.
You haven't really thought this through, though.
How's that?
We're about to run out of space.
Oh, I can add more space if it's absolutely necessary. I could also just move you off the side. It's how I can tell you. I can see.
Also, we only really like. Yeah. Anyway.
Next, Team A. Strength checks.
Oh, this is actually a bit sad.
Team B.
Well, it's higher.
Yep.
Even if me rolled really badly.
It's only
Xander's
bad
getting
because
even
he's got a
closer.
+6.
Yeah.
You're about to go off the edge, Xander. If you don't fight stronger. Team A.
To be fair, I did pick teams based on spellcasters.
Well,
See it
to be
again.
fair, so did Piper.
Yeah. So did I.
Yeah, R.I.P. Xander. I'm fairly sure I beat you guys almost on my own.
On your own. Not
You did.
almost. You do. Okay.
Piper
No,
doesn't
no,
have
I
to
don't.
With one less terrible pool. Meat. You. Nobody in the two of them together.
Yeah.
You're two guys together. Meat and Drakus and Piper give one more yank, and Xander goes over the edge. This actually isn't that bad. As his hands, he realizes, are completely stuck to the rope. He's unable to remove them, and neither are all of you.
He'll
But-
go down with the ship.
Of course, his weight, the massive Xander, pulls Balthazar, and then Talarm is down in, and you fall into the acid. But then the rope begins pulling these through this way.
Can I cast a spell now?
Your hands are completely tied. You're stuck to the rope. And it
That's
stops
not
right.
cool.
It stops right there as the rope gives it slack as the rest of it runs out, and they float to the top. Their bodies almost immediately sizzling and burning in the acid.
I will fly out.
That was totally worth it.
Okay, yeah, you will fly. You will fly. You can fly out. All of you can get out, but the acid burns are terrible, and it will burn you away pretty quickly. There are all three of you lose. All three of you will lose a human. The other three of you will retain where you are.
I honestly have no idea where I am.
I'm at -3 then.
0.
You shouldn't be at -3, Xander.
So I used 2 the last session. I was already at 0.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh dear God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rip Sander.
Okay, if you're sure about that,
I guess we just killed Sander.
I don't think that's right, but
doesn't seem right because I thought you guys were full.
here, everyone was full, which is capped at 2. We went on the boat, and the weather was so bad that we got dropped to 1. Everyone died. We're at 0.
Except
No.
Xander may
Xander
have
is at-
also. used humanity during the fight, because I
That's what I'm
know
saying,
I
yeah,
did.
because
Because
even then-
I've been using humanity to use more spells. So I was at 0 before yesterday when we went to last week, and I had to use 2 to get spells during that fight, and then now I have
-3.
-3 with this.
So basically, we just killed Xander.
It would certainly seem so, though the rest of you won't actually recognize that immediately. Sander, I'm gonna have to send you a message, I guess.
Huh. I thought I'd because I'm going first.
Well, it only took 11 levels, almost.
It did take me long.
Yeah.
Well,
Xander achieves his dream. He meets Morcantus.
he thinks. What's that?
Harry, are you typing as the imps?
No,
I think Storm's just changing his name.
that's not me. Yeah.
My phone is like 1,000,000 degrees. And I'm about to run out of data allowance, apparently.
That's not good.
It doesn't really matter. It'll restock tomorrow, actually. So,
What, your data allowance?
yeah. It recharges on the 16th.
Tomorrow's. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's why.
it's 2:30 a.m. here.
Okay, so anyway, the rest of you, you're gonna have to wait for everyone to resurrect. Right afterwards.
Oh, we all die. Okay.
Yeah.
That's different than losing your humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, no, you're burning away. Yeah.
Oops.
It's
But yeah, it's not really.
Dump them in a vat of acid. I knew this would happen. I just didn't expect everyone else to go in. I expected Xander to go in and then us being able to let go.
let's say I take off my mists.
Speaking of bacon, I will have some more chips.
Oh, that's interesting. Is there any difference for me here? No, because I have the same picture. Okay.
My picture's been broken in the chat for like a month and a half, and I just don't fix it.
It's pretty lucky.
Yeah, Harry still hasn't
Then again, I
reported
just
my.
settled with action. We'll see.
Yeah, Harry still hasn't reported my serious exploit that lets me do this.
Yeah, can you just put it right over Xander's body? There it is.
If I can't expand it, and I don't know why it's so small suddenly.
Usually you can only import it and it comes in one square size, no matter how big the image was.
No, but on the
How do you do that? Do you have to like create an advanced die?
no. So what I have is because I have a bunch of different characters that I was going to use, but I've been too lazy to set them up. You can upload their picture, and you
Yeah.
can drag that picture out of the character sheet onto the board.
Ah, okay.
I realized I could do it when I accidentally did it with my own character. And then when Harry was going on his no fun allowed range, I decided to test if that would work as well, and it did.
Okay. So back to this. Are you guys gonna stay here while the bodies are basically slowly trying to? What the fuck, Piper? Why?
I was testing it.
Oh, it's-
Yeah, we'll stay here while the bodies are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me put the dead people down here where they would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Balthasar and Talermus, set yourselves down to 10% HP.
I'll heal them back to full. So
Yeah, but set yourselves down to 10% HP.
Me too.
No, don't worry about it.
Round down. Round down or up?
Round down.
Shit.
So it'd be 11 for you.
Yep. Already there.
Oh, I see what's going on now.
Okay. As you guys are waiting around, he will come back after a little while. After Monty wanders off, and he'll come back with a couple of zombies and a massive box full of Xander's things, and just kind of like dump them on top of Xander. As you're waiting for the bodies to reanimate, you'll slowly begin to see like their skin reforming and their bones strengthening. And Tlarmus kind of like blinks and begins to sit up along with Baltazar, but Xander just lays there.
Probably just get back up, just in bones.
Yeah. Can I start rummaging through his stuff?
Sure, walk over to him.
On second thought, no, that's a bad idea. Because he'll wake up and then he'll get really cross.
Yeah, it's up to you. Anyway, Xander suddenly like wakes up, and he looks, well, pretty undead, just as before. But as he kind of like sits up, you see there's something like wrong with his eyes. In fact, there's something almost very familiar about those eyes. Instead of standard human eyes, or even yellowed undead eyes, within them, you can see instead of standard pupils, they've been distorted and misshapen, and have formed an almost like spiral in the center of his eyes.
Rip.
He sits up and looks at...
Spiral is not bad.
He sits up and looks around. Xander, all of your stuff is laying out around you.
Yeah, I'll put it all back on my body real quick.
Okay, you'll start getting redressed. That'll take you
Well-
a minute or two.
While he does that, can I go over and heal Talarmus?
Sure, you can start working on that.
Yeah.
You can only do one per round, so over the course of
Well-
the next 3 minutes, you could heal
Yeah.
18 points.
Yeah.
30 points.
Yeah, good point. Sorry, 30 points. 30 points.
So heal 30?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll apologize at least.
You're to who?
As
Just the guys, like, sorry.
as I'm putting on my gear,
It was an
I'm
honest
gonna,
fight.
I'm gonna start mumbling about having finally met. I finally met my true God. I finally met Morcantus, and he showed me the light. He showed me what it truly means to follow in his ways.
Oh, how's
Oh.
that?
Congrats then.
Impressive.
And as my armor is on, I will mention. He also showed me the errors of my allies. He showed me the truth that I hadn't seen for so long.
Monty will begin like backing away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meat will ready in action to grab Xander if he becomes unruly.
You can't ready outside of combat.
I'm just gonna have this nice, delicious drink.
If they start buffing themselves or drinking things, I'm gonna start doing things.
Okay.
Balthazar's
Does-
injured.
Okay. When you pop out you're grabbing the potion out of your pack, Baltazar, that's when we're gonna roll initiative. Roll initiative, everybody.
Could have seen that coming. Hey,
Oh no.
at least I can just insta-kill Xander.
Oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
Got a 19. R.I.P. Husk.
Yep.
Baltazar got a 28. And Xander got a 9. Okay. Baltazar. As you pull out your potion, Xander seems like he's about to start going to cast a spell. Shush, Piper. There's no combat yet.
Yeah, I'm imagining like the theme from Carnival of Souls or something would be great here. I will continue to drink that nice, healthful potion. maybe float a little bit higher up.
Maybe do a float.
Okay, you're gonna drink that potion. Talarmus.
Move to here, ready to charge.
Okay, Piper.
I'm gonna fly.
Tracris.
I will back away and cast Spectral End.
And what did Morcantus say of your allies?
Xander, your turn.
I spoke to Morcantus and I saw nothing but heresy around me. And I will quick cast spell resistance on myself. If that provokes anybody's actions.
No.
Nope.
And then I will cast Rack onto Piper. So she needs to roll a fort save.
It's a fort save.
Yes, it is.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming.
Yeah, that's not gonna pass. She's stunned for 10 rounds.
Piper, you're completely a sudden overwhelming. You hear like a screaming in your inside your head, and you feel like your head's about to explode. And you fall to the ground, screaming in pain. Xander, you're taking a 5-foot step as well. It appears.
Yeah.
Balthazar.
Sorry. Okay.
Henry, I also can't edit that non-lethal bar.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't get rid of it?
No, I can't get rid of it or the green button.
You said to 0.
You
I
said
can't.
0. Well, I'll just get rid of it then.
It won't let me edit it.
I'll just get rid of it. Don't worry about it. Chill.
Piper's gonna fall, right?
I already did fall.
Yeah.
Unless this all happens in the moment.
I will. Yeah, if like her wings have a feather fall effect or something, I will try and catch her. But
She's a flying creature right now, so she doesn't take
Yeah.
damage.
I have a bag of holding, so just sweep this way.
We have to move over to her, presumably. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Talarmus. Actually, I know exactly what to add here, John.
Okay. This could suck. One problem. I haven't gotten any of my stuff left.
No, you haven't.
I have no weapon.
Don't worry about it. You'll have some soon.
I don't have any yet.
Hold your turn.
Okay. I was
Okay.
going to do a disarm attempt, but
Up to you. What are you gonna do with Talarmus?
now that Dracos has spoken up, I will delay.
Piper is stunned. Tracris.
Am
Am I in a
I will-
bag?
I will
Yes.
cast Dispel Magic on Xander.
Okay, sure. Roll a caster level check. This is versus a DC 21.
It's
You
not
fail.
a spell resistance thing. There's no spell resistance on Dispel Magic.
No, but you have to. But okay, but that's the way Dispel Magic works. You roll a caster
Yeah,
level check,
okay.
and you have to be.
I
Versus
just
every
didn't
spell.
realize it's a level 10 caster level.
Does he have any other spells on him?
I do
Yes.
not have any spells on me.
No, yeah, you only remember you saw him get up, so he only cast that.
Yeah.
And rack. Okay.
And no, I'm
Oh,
not
sorry.
even remotely done.
Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Piece
I
of
didn't
shit.
realize.
Arcadi will cast Drilling's Breathing on Larmus.
With Larmus.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like I said, you will have weapons.
There you go.
And it will 5-foot step here and grapple Sander. Or rather, strike him, I suppose. Which means I have to go find this character sheet.
Gotta look up Brilliant's Blessing does.
It adds 4 natural attacks, and if you hit with at least 2 of them.
Piper hasn't sung yet, right?
Nope, she's not going to sing either. She got stunned.
Nope,
before
I am
combat.
not singing.
No, Xander
Did they see them?
kind of disabled the bard right in the beginning.
That is a miss.
Yeah, that was gonna miss. Okay, now are you done, Drakers?
Yeah, now I'm actually done.
Xander.
Okay.
Okay.
To Larmus,
No, I
presumably.
delayed until after.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Talarmus goes.
Okay. So, I'm currently looking up what Blessing does now.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, Talarmus, use your humanities. Put yourself down to -2.
Don't
So
do
you
that.
can have a chain reaction.
You get 4 claw attacks, each at base attack bonus plus strength. They deal 1d4 points of damage plus strength. If you strength, you get 2 or more.
You should power attack there, Spartus.
And there's no penalty for taking all 4 attacks. They're all the same.
Yeah, they're all primary.
Alright.
Actually, they're all technically all secondary, but whatever.
So, 4 attack rolls.
Yep.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. And fire
Ow.
4.
That's absolutely fucking useless.
Yeah, those all miss.
He's got all his stuff. Nope,
Sam.
that was with no power attack.
I will 5-foot step to here, and I will quick cast Darkfire. It's my last quick cast I have, and I will attack Balthazar. Unless did he cast any spells on himself?
I still have a full complement of nonsense.
Yeah, he came in
Oh.
with a full everything. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything after that. Then I'll just attack Talarmus then.
And this is where I die.
Actually, no, I'll just attack Drakus.
Yeah.
Darkfire.
Presumably twice, I believe.
Yes.
Punch attacks.
Yes.
Yeah, nah, man. I came in with everything all ready to go.
It's 12 or 19 hit touch.
The 19 does.
It's fire damage.
If I down.
Okay. And now
I
it's
figured
Balthazar's
Dark
turn.
Fire would deal fire damage.
Yes, Piper.
Okay. Shit. Sorry.
I'll see. Not really pepper. That is my opinion.
Yeah. There's not much I can do about that, man. Like.
I mean, it's a shame that almost all of my spells are prepared to fight the living.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing here.
What a
You're not
shame.
the only one in that.
It's a damn shame that all of my spells are prepared.
Yeah. I actually just have to heal myself, I think.
Okay.
Well, actually, can Arcadi heal me and get me out of the I'm going to be dead very, very quickly range?
Well, I was gonna have him do that to Larmans, but
Okay.
no,
fair enough.
you're too far away anyway.
Yeah, I will move over here and
I've
use
kind of
scroll.
accepted my fate, so
Nope. It's going to take Xander a while to kill you, especially if we.
Yeah, you're kind of the only one that can do something.
That's not even
Yeah.
remotely true.
It's not even, considering the rules.
Well, it's just the. What is? There we go.
So you're healing yourself?
Yeah, I think that's what he's done. I think he just got called away.
Okay. On Piper's turn,
Yeah.
you'll hear like a honk honk, and the midget will come running up on the unicycle. Hey everybody, how's it? Oh God!
shit!
Oh God! And they're like, and feel like, ha and wheel away. Great, great.
bad timing.
Arcadia will cast whatever his highest point does, which I believe is so he'll 11. Meat will 5-foot step here, and he will touch attack for a grapple.
So
This
Arcadi's
guy's straight
caster
up
level only 5.
Is it grapple
yeah, he
me?
is.
Okay. you
Oh,
know,
he has freedom of movement, of course.
No, he doesn't. Otherwise, your dispel would have kicked.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has to
That's
cast
true.
it.
Yeah. So touch attack.
He just has to make a touch attack. He's just you're foregoing attacking. You just go, I'm going to make it grapple.
Ignore the damage. There's a 20 touch. He'll also
yeah,
activate his gloves.
But I do have the ring of freedom of movement. Is that not?
Oh, you have
Is
No,
that
wait,
right?
no, that's actually my attack, not Meat's. But
yeah, but either way, you have the ring, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, in which case, yeah, it automatically, if he tries to grapple you, he automatically does.
Scheiße. Alright.
Okay.
that's
Yeah, that's right, you
perfectly
bought that.
alright.
I always laugh, like, why would you waste like 40,000 gold when you already have the spell? Alarmus.
I still have my turn, you moron.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
This is
Sorry,
bad
Chris.
timing that Xander just got his stuff and no one else does except for you.
Yeah.
I do.
I'll go for another dispel.
Oh yeah, about this how you do.
See, that works.
That will indeed dispel the,
Oh, we start with it, right?
Yeah.
And then I get to roll to dispel the other thing as well.
That's an item.
That's
It's an item, not an action.
Yeah, but presumably it conveys an effect on it.
It does, what you do is you target it and you can suppress it.
Oh, okay, so it's not a spell. It's not casting a spell to affect him. It's just activates.
It's just on him, it's all,
Yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that's
literally, that's why it costs 40,000 gold. It's 24/7. Holy freaking movie. Alright. Husk.
Let's see if this is working. Okay. And
I presume you hit the step too, Alarmus.
yeah. Just
Those are all attacks.
Yes.
Those all miss.
Sander.
How does a 26 miss without spells?
I have a 28 AC.
He has a 28.
I actually
Yeah.
did go. I'll check
That
again
makes
if you
sense.
want, because this is PvP, like while you guys are taking your turns. But I checked his AC not that long ago, and he did have a couple of things that overlapped. But going down, I remember it still being like 28 or something like that. It was really hot.
Well, yeah, last session
Really
he was dead
hot.
on the ground and it was
He has a
still
really good
28.
magical full plate, for example, just to start. He also has a shield. His full plate gives him a plus 11. His heavy steel shield gives him an additional plus 4. That's a plus 2 heavy steel shield. So it's already plus 15, so that's a 25. And then I think he has a ring of protection plus 3.
You should be here, Warmus.
It's 5-foot stepped, and I will attack Balthazar with my fire.
So
Sure.
he absolutely does have at least a 28. Touch attacks are much different. His touch AC is terrible. But he's actually pretty good.
So, do you have anything to deflect touch attacks, Balthazar?
I had not blanketly like that. No.
Alright, well, I'll fight Balthazar then. It's 24 8 touch hit you.
The 24 does.
Alright. It's fire damage.
Yep. Okay.
Does it actually affect you?
Not yet.
Yeah, you're okay. Gotcha. Okay. Balthazar.
He has no spell resistance now.
He does not. Unfortunately, I'm a buff wizard, not a debuff wizard. Just one of those pesky little things like that.
Wizards actually have to focus on things.
Yeah, because you only have a certain amount of spells per day.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I am also have a lot of buffs.
You, God damn it.
It's a bad situation.
It's gonna be probably be a really, really long fight.
Yeah.
Probably not, but
Well, Telemus needs like a nat 20 to hit you.
I need a
No, it
nat
doesn't. It needs
18
an
or
8.
better.
If it is a 28, before he starts buffing himself.
This really
Well,
is
if he
like the
starts
perfect
buffing
storm.
himself. I have
Yeah.
several more rounds I can cast this spell. So. And my cast level is fairly good.
alright, well, let's just start with this. Hey, Xander, take 13 damage.
See, that's
Y'all know
what
what that's
I was waiting
from.
for.
Pew pew
That's
pew
what I was
pew.
waiting
See, I would just cast like Undeath to Death, but it only affects like HD 6 and below.
Yeah. You hear more squeaking as the inner cyclist attempts to escape even faster.
What does the blue dot that's on my character sheet mean?
I don't know. I didn't put there.
My
Gregris.
token?
Yeah,
Okay.
you just did that, I thought.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Gregris.
Arcadi
30
will,
hours begin.
Yeah.
I just can't go.
Arcadi will fondle. You'll fondle the wizard actually. For 26. Each will 5 for staff and touch. If I can actually find the right character sheet this time.
No, eventually
Different
it'll
modifiers.
count down far enough that the bard will awaken.
This is 17 touch.
The bard has no
Yeah.
weapons.
This is your Ring of Freedom, whatever, again.
Would you
Yeah.
like a gun?
Sorry, say that
And you
again.
can sing.
Yes, it kicks in.
I
unless
can
you-
sing. I can't use a gun.
I can't hear you because people are having discussions over my turn.
I said yes, it kicks in.
Okay.
Because any grapple attempt.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm just wondering if it's a one-shot thing or not.
It costs 40,000 gold. It lasts forever.
Yeah.
How sad.
Unless you disjunctioned it, but you don't have access to that yet.
No, but Dispel Magic will kill it for a while at least, if
Yeah.
I really wanted to. But no, I'm gonna do something even better.
Forgive my mother cackling.
I'm casting Bestow Curse.
It's
Okay.
a will save, isn't it? I believe.
It's a touch
Yes.
attack first. I see with 23 touches.
I don't think that's to touch you. I think it's just so
Yes,
curse
it is. It is a
For
touch
sure.
attack.
Really?
It does say touch, at least. Yeah, range touch.
Oh, okay.
You make a will save. That will succeed. And that is actually the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Husk.
1 for 20.
Not quite.
Yeah, not quite. He's in pockets, so. That is not it.
No.
You no slash. And no roll. Just the 1d20 plus 10.
And you need double brackets.
It is double. Okay. So I had that right, just the everything else.
Who the fuck is Chubby? Oh! Yeah, he should be small, shouldn't he?
And there's which of these?
Oh no, I can't put him in, like, the right position.
Just double bracket 1d20 plus 10, double bracket,
Yeah.
Control C, Control VVV.
For that.
Yes.
And nothing.
You miss. Xander.
Do you step forward?
Yeah, he was the only one of them.
Alright, I'll pop a step back here and I will cast Wall of Sand.
Sand.
Only
Pocket
10 foot
sand.
wide.
Between Talarmus and Baltazar, going up to the pit, and upward, and downwards. So that would be the center of the wall, and so it would go like 40 feet up and 40 feet down, and 10 feet high.
I thought you couldn't wrap it around things.
No, this is a straight line,
Yeah, okay, so oh, okay, I see.
like south, like so you can't go around it from the bottom of the map.
It's perfectly alright.
How far does this go up? Like, to the top of the map,
It's
basically?
up four. Well, can they go around it below it? Technically, because we're on the bottom edge of this map.
Yeah, here's what I'll do. I got an idea for
So I would put it.
This is gonna be a
down.
little disorienting. I do apologize for that, but I apologize if that is a bit disorienting.
It's not. We're all normal human beings.
And it goes 40 feet total.
It's 80 feet total, so 40 feet up, 40 feet down.
Oh, gotcha.
So
I will.
it's 80 feet from the pit going down.
Yeah, I will. I will make that. Yeah, I'll finish that. Anything else you're doing, Xander?
That's it. Yeah. One last wall of sand.
Oh, that's the way you think of it. It's just one last one of sand.
Oh, so good.
Feels so good, doesn't it? Too bad Piper's not here to witness it.
If Piper was here, I would definitely cast it right on her, going straight up.
Even if you did, I was already
80 feet
whacked.
straight up on her.
Okay.
It looks like it's approximately in the middle. I'll count again. Make sure. There you go. It is. It's the middle. Okay. Next is Balthazar.
Yeah. I'm looking
Also,
up a
just
spell.
Fly over it.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I need to find a way of getting me some wings. Ken's a Red Bull a thing in this campaign of yours?
Sorry, what?
Okay.
I
Balthazar.
Fly here. Xander, roll a reflex save.
Oh no. The dreaded. The level 1 spell.
Found the weakness.
My one and only weakness. No!
Okay. You drop your holy symbol.
It's been greased.
Did you just crease his only symbol?
Isn't my
Yes.
holy symbol around my neck?
You have to
How do
hold it.
How do you drop it? Yes, but I would remove my neck to hold it.
Dude, it's my holy symbol. You think I'm gonna have it on a necklace?
Yeah, true. Yours would probably actually be on a necklace.
But actually, I have mine now.
Xander
too,
has his
so-
own now.
Oh
too.
wait, he has his own now. In that case, I just cast it on him.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, because you would know he'd have spares. I mean, you could make him drop the one he's holding, maybe, but it's.
Yeah, no. I'll this right
That's
here.
So
Okay.
what do you do?
You fall prone, and you're gonna have a hell of a time getting up.
Okay.
You're very moist.
can't even see underneath his aura. Okay. Drakus.
It's a
Why
10
does he
foot
even-
block.
Why does he even happen?
Oh, it's larger.
These
than
four
that?
ring of blades, like 6 levels.
Ring of Blades
Yeah, I
from
was
like,
gonna say,
the
10 foot
6th
square.
version.
That is a 10 by 10 square. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what that is.
Ah, okay.
You just can't really
Oh,
see it. I'll put
Me,
something on
5
Twitter.
footsteps.
Oh,
here.
I see. Yeah, his fucking yeah. Okay.
There.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's prone now.
Yes, he is.
Why I did it.
You got plus
So
4
I
attack.
get- Yeah, +4 attack. I'll just do a full attack this time, actually. Does Meat even get 2 attacks? No, he does not. So there's no point in doing a full attack. And he misses. Although that is not including the +4. Still. If I'm not mistaken, I can move to here in 1 turn. Yeah, so that's it.
Hey, come on.
Rolling for 12.
Oh wait,
What's
did you
that?
actually add?
Yeah, you should add 4 to all of those.
Okay, so you did not. So you hit twice, I believe. 30 and
Yeah.
31 hit, right, Xander?
Yeah.
He hits twice.
Unless I get
But
a
you also
prone
Yeah,
does.
he also rents now.
he also rents, yeah. So,
Yeah. So you do 2 times 1d4 plus strength.
You do 1d4 plus strength, and then you also do, I believe it's 2d4 plus strength times 2.
No, strength times 1.5.
Times 1.5. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a total of 28 damage. Xander.
Wait, did
I will
roll-
put on my Charles mask.
Wait. Hold on.
No,
you did
yeah.
not roll 1d4 plus 5
Yeah.
or 6 or whatever this is supposed to be.
Yeah, you need to roll the normal damage and then rend.
Yes.
Assuming that was the rend, then.
Oh, I
you
thought
need
he.
to
Sorry,
roll-
I saw the 12 and I assumed that was the rend. Sorry, yeah, you forgot to roll the damage. So it wasn't 28, it's 16 plus whatever he actually rolls for the 2d4 plus 8, I believe. Plus your strength twice, so 8. So it's 4
No.
less damage, and you gain.
No, his strength is plus 6 apparently.
Oh, plus 6 each time, so it'd be 12. So you subtract another 2 damage. Sorry, so you took actually 30 damage total. Hold on, my alarm's going off. Bear back. And then next it'll be Xander.
Wow, is Sanders HP really that low?
It's only 98, I think.
Amazing. I have more HP than you.
That's my HP.
Because I've rolled like shit for HP for like last 3 levels.
Yeah. I think
Well, I will put on the Charles mask and I will teleport to here. Which is a swift action and a movement action, and then I will attack Slarmus once.
can you put it on if you're greased?
You're still prone, by the way. Yes, you can put it
But
on.
you can
but
teleport when you're prone.
Yeah, you can't teleport, but you teleport as prone.
Prone.
And I can attack as prone.
Yeah.
You can.
Take a
You take a
massive
minus
penalty.
2
You can, yeah.
or a minus 4. I forget which.
It's a -4, I would imagine, since you take a +4 to attack.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily even. I can look it up actually.
Well,
I have
Yeah,
the,
going with Occam's razor here.
yeah, I have the PDF open.
Sorry, what happened?
Alright, in that
Xander
case, I'll
teleported.
teleport 10 feet to here. And I'm still prone. And I
Yeah,
get
you
what?
still-
So just take-
And I get a -2. for being
Minus
prone
4 on
attack.
melee attack rolls.
It's a ranged touch.
Then nothing. You don't get anything.
Okay. And I'll attack Slarmus. 23 hit touch.
I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, that'll hit. I don't have my armor.
With damage.
Your armor doesn't go to a touch either.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
He's saying it would hit his normal armor class is the point. 21 damage. Fire.
Yep.
Okay, Baltazar.
This music is really annoying, by the way.
Puss.
Good.
Megalovania
Take
was
16
cool.
damage.
16 damage. Piper is still unconscious. Stunned, whatever. Very Chris.
I have line of sight on them, right?
That's right.
I will dispel his ring. Let me just look up and make sure it works like I think it does.
It's a D. It dispels it for a D4 rounds.
Yeah,
It's off the caster level of the ring. So the caster level of the ring, D&D,
I think so. It was 27.
That's
it might be pretty high. It is. It is
Yeah.
a magical.
it,
Really
it
high.
is a really
No, actually, it's a 17. Sorry, 18 rather. It's DC 18 total. Martyr
DC
Adaptation
18.
Seal 7th. So it's caster level
Yeah.
7. That's it. So you would now you would I will determine how long it's a spell for. Neither of you would know.
Yeah.
presumably. Okay, I rolled it. It is currently suppressed.
Mate will move and he will touch for a grapple. Just find this button.
That will touch. I can't beat that.
How sad.
Okay, in that case, you do grapple damage. You do your unarmed damage.
Can I not just pin him instead?
Oh no, you automatically do it upon making a successful grapple check, assuming it's not a part of something like Scorpion's Wrath. If it's a snatch,
Yeah.
you don't do your grapple damage, or do your normal damage. But yeah, if you say I'm making a grapple check, yeah.
Suck it, Xander.
By the way, the name of this music is Heresy.
You should probably move meat onto Xander Square.
Well, no, Xander would move into meat square.
No, other way around.
How sad.
By the grapple rules, you've technically just made this square, so yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what you're really saying is that if you can find a way to make grapple checks a free action, you can just transmit information at the speed of light.
Yes,
Yes.
you can. You
this-
can also
this-
do
yeah.
that with mounting and
Commoner.
dismounting horses.
And the commoner cannon, and yeah, there's a
You
lot
can-
of
You can explode castles with the commoner bomb. Like,
the commoner bomb, the commoner cannon, yeah. Okay, Husk.
Okay. Well. Same, I guess. Move around the priest, be in the bottom of the screen.
I should probably mark down the
Benefits of not having my arm. And we'll go for it. One more time.
That was with
There's
plus
a
4.
30 and a 29 and a 28. Two highest.
For the record, I'm going to highly recommend that Xander come back as the midget next week.
No, he should come back
Honk,
as he should come back as chubby.
Yeah, can you be chubby?
Do any of those hit?
28 and higher hits.
So two.
So you have to move it.
I mean, I'd be happy for him to come back as like Arcadi or something.
What about Wilhelm?
Isn't it +6 twice, dude?
Yeah, you. So. Yeah, you.
Your total damage should be 4d4 plus 21 total.
Mhm.
So you should definitely add another 6 damage to that whole thing. So 28 damage total this time.
Alright.
That kills me precisely.
Precisely.
Negative
Wow.
10.
Ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. You meat will, or sorry, not meat. Tlarmus will start grabbing him and like ripping him apart with his claws.
I'm afraid your god was a lie.
Who
Wait.
else happens to be your god?
What else happened a year ago? We'll just
That
Well, to be
Xander-
fair, that's a bit like the Pope versus like I don't know, the Bishop of Canterbury or something, Archbishop of Canterbury.
We find out that Xander was a heretic all along.
Know what has possessed you.
we should probably heal now.
Actually, here as he's ripped apart, he literally his body explodes with white light, and he disintegrates away and disappears.
Can we loot him for his items?
No. There is a pack left that has something in it.
No.
What is it?
You open up the bag, and inside, there is a heart that appears to be made of onyx,
Cool.
as well as his holy symbol.
Yeah, I'm gonna start healing people.
Okay.
Would the party items I have drop?
Nope.
You die, you take your loot with you.
No, yeah, you're gone. Literally everything with you is gone.
I would like to keep the heart, just as a memento of, and as holy symbol, to be honest. Mostly for reasons that shall remain unnamed.
Well, isn't everybody sad now?
Does anyone object?
Nobody seems sad. They're like, where's the... Where can I loot from his body?
Sad now.
My reason is I'm still in the fucking bag.
Well, to be fair, you'd probably be let out eventually, as soon as, like, I started healing people.
Yeah.
You just put a skull on me.
Anyway, Xander, or sorry, should I say,
John Gillis.
John Gillis. Now that Xander's dead, you can roll a new character. We can talk about it if you have any like general ideas of something you'd like to make, and we can help make it fit into where we are right now. So you can continue immediately next week. Sound good?
I have an idea about a general. I don't have like the exact character classes I'm going to use, but none of the archetypes I want to build.
Okay, can you send it to me on Skype?
I'll let you know, so you can fit that in.
Okay, yeah, sure. Please do send me some messages of ideas you have on that, and I will help you find something to fit in. So just let me know. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I'm extremely excited for that. Yes, I know exactly what you can do. There's
So
actually
no one objects to me taking the 2 items that he left behind, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And yes, that will fit in perfectly, John, with some of these encounters we have next week.
Going once, going twice, going twice. So.
Yep. You're fine.
Anyway, and so Xander passes from the world, dying on the plane of shadow. Honestly, in really not as a spectacular way as you would expect, but that really just goes to show you that the grim reality of the bizarre nightmare world you now live in, you now dwell in. Death comes to you at any time.
Out of curiosity, Jace, would my new character, would it be undead or would it be living?
We will work that out, but you're going to be like the party in some way. I've discussed another person in the party said if they ever came back, they gave me the description, and coming back of something similar to like Arkady, who also has a similar mechanism for coming back to life. But yeah, we'll work on that. I may even approve a couple of templates. Like there are certain ones that are just never being approved, like Vampire, because that's gross and garbage.
Unless you're doing it for a scripted.
There might be a couple of minor templates I would allow, like Dark Creature is probably all right, like things like that. But anyway, yeah, exactly. For GM, they're obviously everything's open, but for you guys. Anyway, so we will pick up next week. With the continuation. By the way, there's still a bonus prize to earn here, guys. If you want to do some bacon wrestling.
Is the bonus prize losing our friendship?
No.
We already didn't have that. Yeah.
Oh, that's mean. Anyway, I'll see you all you guys next week, and good night.
Yeah, good night.
Mm-hmm.